I'm not in.
Yeah, because I called them out, and instead of everyone getting on my case, they're like, "Yeah, fuck that guy."
I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. I just unmuted us, and the first thing you hear is Roxanne. I'm just like, I'm coming.
Oh God.
Oh,
How do people watch our show?
I don't know, Alan. Wait, you know we're unmuted. Don't remind them that we suck. You son of a bitch.
Oh, I'll remind them. Fuck y'all.
Really? You gonna start that?
I'm literally making that my catchphrase.
You can't all be part of a fan review title. Some people got that privilege, Alan.
What?
Nothing.
I don't think
I can't.
Just keep nothing. It's fine.
I have no idea what the fuck you said. But anyways, guys, hey, how you doing? How's it going over here? I like how the Facebook thing might be working. Maybe, no.
I think it is working.
Yeah, but anyways, he said we got paid to report you for the Republicans. Oh no, what the fuck? Did something happen to the Illuminati podcast or something? Did you guys get in trouble?
Oh yeah, our YouTube channel got deleted.
Oh, our YouTube channel didn't get deleted, but what it was one of the videos for VCR, Vault Classic Rewind. They were talking about what the fuck were they talking about? Thundercats, yeah. And it just got flagged, and they did delete it. So it's like the 16,000 views it got. It's gone.
It's all gone.
So we are in control. Nah, they controlling your ass.
It's like, nah, bitch.
We're trying to do a bunch of stuff to help mitigate it, but it's just like, hey, you're doing well. Now we're just gonna immediately kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, just a big thing to put out there too for anyone who's actually watching this. As far as like, if you guys are putting videos out there yourself, do not exceed. The rule used to be 15 seconds, and the new rule is now 10 seconds. Do not.
I don't even know if they used anything on there. It wasn't that. It was somebody, a fan, I believe, reported it. I don't think it was like they got flagged for copyright.
That is some shit. That fucking sucks. But anyways, guys, hopefully we don't get fucking flagged here. And if you guys do flag us, fuck you, goddamn. We're trying to build something here.
What are you talking about, Nick? Do you know how we got to Twitch?
Well, dude, do we even know what happened?
Yeah, it was mile 22. We got flagged at copyright strikes, so we weren't allowed to use YouTube for like 4 months. That's why we moved to Twitch.
I don't know, like, we didn't break no fucking rules. Like, that's the thing,
we didn't show it.
I think, like, Ronda Rousey or fucking whoever started that movie just found our video and was like, oh, yeah, we suck, fuck you.
Yo, no, that movie has that movie is, like, eternally shitty for me because it shut down our YouTube channel. I went to watch it with my friend and the projector broke.
Damn.
And then I ended up watching the piece of shit movie and it sucked.
Yeah, man, what a fucking shitstorm. But, you know, that's your boy, Mark Wahlberg, Alan. You know, you like him so fucking much. And this is a good fight scene right here.
No, it's not. Look how badly edited that is.
That's cool.
What the fuck was that? Those 15 different edits.
Y'all gonna get flagged again talking about this movie.
Yeah, we can't talk about Mile 22 anymore.
Jed, how are you doing, you fucking crazy person, you?
So I'm looking on Amazon right now. Well, what back shavers do you guys use?
What the fuck? Why would you have a shaver just for your back?
I barely know what my back looks like.
I need to shave my hairy back.
Oh, fuck
off. My god, dude. I'm curious. I'm gonna look up back shavers, and I hope. Oh my god, it's a thing. It is a thing. Look at that. Back shavers, back hair removal.
That's a good one.
That's actually kind of a good idea. I want to click on it because I want my Amazon.
I'll look up crotch savers too.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Please turn her mic off.
I'm gonna do that on a different thing here. Hold on.
Just in case.
Crotch shavers. There we go. The first thing I
turn her mic off.
No, this is not nasty. Look at Alan. You might need.
What are you talking about? It's a crotch shaver.
No, but this is not nasty. It's just
shave your
Manscaped lawnmower.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know you need that shit, Alan.
Yeah.
Come on.
I need that.
What, to shave your dick and balls?
I need the Manscaped. I just need a regular lawnmower.
Gary over here. What's up, guys? You crazy motherfuckers. How you doing, sir? Man, I know that we've lost our minds when Gary calls us crazy. That's not the best thing. I feel weird now.
I mean, we did start the show off with Jet speaking, so yeah.
I feel official.
We didn't start off the show. I didn't say one god dang on word.
Yeah, Roxanne was moaning. Ganja was taking credit for it. Alan was being Alan. Like, yeah, it was a very weird beginning that we fucking
Damn
had.
right. Damn right.
But, yeah, Ruth is saying, what does YouTube want? We do a podcast covering it. You want us to show the whole goddamn show? Let people pirate. Actually, no, that's not good. By the way, too, did you guys ever feel bad about the whole pirating advertisements that was like basically saying you should not pirate because these people have a family?
No.
Provide. Oh. Yeah, it made me like just know that you can pirate, so I just wanted to go pirate more. Like it never really made me feel like shit.
My friend's like, yeah, don't go to this website. It's a pirated website. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you. Now I know. Fucking dumb shit.
Hey, hold on, it streams too? Bye, bitch.
But yeah, Roxy, how you doing over here?
I'm doing okay, Nick. How you doing?
I thought that was Jeff for a second. I was like, oh, God.
Because everyone just talks fucking crazy around this motherfucker. Yeah.
Hi.
I don't want to do that voice again because it sounds so like I don't know. Like I feel like in another life that's my actual voice. Just hey, Alan, how you doing today, buddy?
Country bumpkin Nick.
Hey, Alan.
I do like the sound of that corn.
Alan, you want some penis enlargement pills? Huh?
Yeah.
You know you want it, Alan.
I mean, I still got them.
Please stop.
What, the lawnmower or corn?
She has a fucking
None. We're talking about pills. You just brought up two random other objects.
Penis enlargement pills has been a thing in Jet's fucking like lore in a long time. Like it was like 2 years ago she started bringing that shit up, and no one actually said yes to the penis enlargement pills. And I think
why would you say yes?
Yeah, I want some pills.
Even if you have a big dick. Okay, let me ask you this real quick, Alan.
Oh,
even if
God.
you have. No, it's just a good discussion. If you had a
Can
big
we
dick,
not start off the show talking about people's dicks?
Oh no, this is a penis exercise. Pay attention.
Yeah, no, seriously. If you had a big dick and someone still offered you to have a bigger one, would you still say no? Like I would say yes. Like I would like to be bigger. Like let's just say I have a big one right now. Like I want it to be bigger. It would be nice, right?
You'll feel right.
Yeah. How about you, Gadget? Like would you, no matter what, if someone said, "Hey, I'll just grant you this wish of having a bigger penis," like would you say yes?
Why not?
Yeah. You know, make your girl happier.
See, the thing is, why I'm giving these pills away is because I already got really big meat. I don't know about you guys, but my meat's already really huge.
Mm-hmm. Alan, how about your meat, man?
Fuck off.
How is your?
Like we literally have a dick talking segment every fucking time.
I can't wear.
It's always at the start of the show. Like,
Al, this is a serious question. Serious question. Pay attention.
no, I'm not answering your fucking questions anymore.
How big is that meat?
I literally said I'm not answering that question.
It's smaller than my meat, that's for sure.
The thing is, like, when you say you don't want to talk about it, it usually means it's small. Like, it's like, oh, don't ask me. Like, who has a big dick that says, like, I don't want to talk about my penis? Like,
I don't talk about my penis at all, even though it's big.
I don't know. Now you're overcompensating. I think you have a small dick, to be honest.
You want to see it?
Yeah. Let's see it.
Okay.
No. Oh, Alan's gone. Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm still here. I fucking hate y'all.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here's the thing, though. Just like dick. You want to talk about something that looks like dick?
My dick.
No, we're gonna talk about a hot dog.
Is Dick finally going on webcam?
No, that was clever. That was actually pretty good. Thank you, dumbass. Here's the thing, though. Something that looks just like dick is a hot dog. I read the story about 20 minutes ago, and I was the happiest man in the world because it's so fucking funny. Apparently, a Memphis cop allegedly assaulted... Wait, okay, actually, let me go back a little bit. It's not that funny. It's serious. Cops hitting people is not good. Putting that out there. Okay. Now, Memphis cop allegedly assaulted a woman who tried to eat a hot dog after he told her not to. Now, reading into this, by the way, because, I mean, obviously there's context that's not being said in the title right there. But is it bad that I'm laughing at that, chat? Because
that's just hilarious.
I mean, like, without context, it's just the idea of, like, for one, if you are the victim of the situation, why in the fuck would you not just put the hot dog down? How good is a hot dog?
Because you're fucking hungry.
You
Hey,
can't
Nick,
tell me
stop eating your food that you paid for.
You can't tell me what to do with my meat or my hot dog.
But, like, there has to be a certain point here where, like, when she goes to court and she's like, you know, the judge is like, hey, so what exactly happened? And, like, why did you not stop, you know, put the hot dog down? You can't answer that without being disrespectful. You can't say, like...
They can. I was hungry.
That's not a good reason. When someone tells
Yes,
you...
it is. Why did you not stop eating? I was hungry.
If law enforcement tells you put that down, there's a reason why. Like, whether or not you're responsible for it or whatever, stop being a fuck. It's a hot dog. You can get another one. Chill.
But I want to eat this one.
See, you would get shot, Alan. Because like,
well, if I get shot for eating that, that's the cop that's going to get slightly in trouble and possibly a bump in his pay.
Possibly, by the way. Like, we
He'll get paid more.
Yeah, we live in a world where cops, if they beat the fuck out of someone for eating a hot dog, they might come out of it better than they did originally.
He'll get a promotion. That's how it fucking works. So honestly, lady, get 2 hot dogs. Here's a free one. I'll buy you one just to fuck that guy.
He won't stop even if you're eating. He'll bust your ass.
Leave one hand free so I can still eat it.
Jen, what are you feeling about this hot dog? Would you have put the hot dog down, or would you have kept eating it? And why? Like, just I know you didn't read the story, most likely, because it's fucking so crazy. Why do you think this even happened? Why don't you add the context on as to why this cop beat the fuck out of her with the hot dog?
I already said you can't tell me what to do with my hot dog or my meat. If I want to yank my meat in public while eating the hot dog, you can't stop me.
And it's like I don't see
one hot dog in one hand, one.
Imagine
hot dog in the other.
And it's so weird. Like, why would you beat someone up? It's like, who doesn't like hot dogs? They have a fun shape. They're full of protein. Ganja, do you like hot dogs?
Fuck you up, bitch.
No, but Ganja, what are you feeling about this, man? You're a guy who knows the law somewhat because of shit that Ruthless has rubbed off on you, man.
Because you've been almost arrested 100 times.
Several
that
times.
too.
But no, I find this shit hilarious because one, it's either two things. One, the cop is being fucking petty, or two, this woman was either doing something legit. That's why the without context is much better. Because what it just sounds like the dude just came by, is like, bitch, drop the hot dog, and she just looked down, and was like, just kept trying to eat it. Like, what is the context here? Did she steal the hot dog and you were trying to recover it? Because ain't nobody gonna want a hot dog from a hot dog beef.
Like,
you don't know where those hands
was
been.
she like deep throating the hot dog in public? Like, what was she doing?
Was she being obscene with the hot dog?
Was it a hot dog eating contest if she wouldn't stop?
Well, the thing that's so crazy is like just the location where it happened. So basically, it was at the medical hospital, and this happened on September 20th. So I'm surprised this is happening now. It's in Tennessee, but apparently it was a day where the employees were holding a cookout inside the police holding area. So I don't know, like the police felt like, hey, this is our hot dogs. Don't eat our fucking hot dogs. But apparently, a medical technician who was also on duty asked if she can have a hot dog, and I guess one of the employees there said yes, she can. And then this dude, this cop, goes over and says, yeah, no, you can't have that fucking hot dog. So then she left but came back later. And it's literally written right here, y'all. She left but came back later and asked a second person if she can have a hot dog, and was told yes by that employee. While this motherfucker is mean mugging her like, I want that fucking hot dog. Like that shit was mine.
It's number two. The dude had a fucking power trip and he wanted to bust someone's ass over a hot dog. That's even more hilarious.
That's even somehow also worse.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, and then by the way, I'm a little unprepared, people, because I just really read this shit. But over here it says the woman, she said she couldn't leave through the back door and had to leave through the front, according to blah blah blah. The officer would not let her go. That wiener was
too big for the back door. Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, he tried to corral her out the back door sexually. No, but the police officer is accused of picking the woman up. Damn, causing her to hit her head on cabinets. So he like Jason versus Freddy Krueger.
No, that's like that fucking commercial you keep showing me about that wrestler beating up that kid. We're just smashing it through like fucking cabinets and shit.
Yeah, Steen when he's like beating the fuck out of the kid. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm really surprised that like why did you even have to pick her up? Like he's like, no, that's my hot dog, just like fucking throwing her around.
That's the fucking blue line.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know that Rox, you fucking worked at a medical place. Have you ever seen someone get their ass kicked over a fucking hot dog, especially by police?
Over hot dogs, over wigs, IVs, napkins.
Wait, they fought over IVs? That's singular.
Bingo. Oh man, they throw hands over bingo.
Yeah, dude. This is fucking crazy to me, man. Like, I don't know. Apparently, this dude was relieved of his duties, though. I'm gonna look up.
I bet.
Yeah,
I fucking wonder.
Yeah, he was arrested, actually. He was arrested and relieved of duty after he allegedly assaulted the woman.
Ironic.
Yeah. Well, which is cool. I mean, people talk about how these motherfuckers get away with everything, but nope. This dude got in trouble. Keep in mind, though, the dude, he's not white, so it's a lot easier to arrest this fucking guy.
Wait. We got a really, really important question. How white was the woman?
Whoa, nah.
Yeah, that's a question.
I don't know, but goddamn it.
You know that's the question you gotta ask.
But at the same time, we get this fucking story, and then to continue, and this is not gonna be a long discussion. I don't even know what the fuck happened. I'm just seeing this like as I'm looking through, topic we're talking about now. But for some reason, drugs and food have been two combinations lately for everything. We talk about this like every fucking week now. But apparently, an Arkansas woman looked inside of her sandwich, and there was meth inside. Claims brother fed her a meth sandwich. So
okay,
yeah,
I asked this question last time with the bean dip. Was it delicious?
No, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there must be something delicious about these fucking things, or if not that, like when they eat it, they just get addicted to having that sandwich, and they feel like that's because of the taste. I don't know.
Meth is apparently like sugar. You could just put it with everything, and it'll make it taste better.
Yeah, because I'm wondering too, like if you just put a little bit of meth, would it still be an issue?
Look,
like,
just a little bit of meth helps the medicine go down, okay?
Exactly.
And what's up with that culture kind of happening a lot now? Like I remember there was like a big thing that happened like in the 90s or whatever, but like, dude, and I hate to just bring this up because we're being so random with shit, but like. Even in podcasts, one of the biggest stories happening right now as far as the podcast world is Ari Shaffir spiking Bert Kreischer's fucking drink.
Oh, we just talked about that.
We literally talked about that on the fucking Illuminati podcast.
Network. Go check it out, son.
I said it then, and I'll say it now. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. No, it's bullshit.
We'll separate it from the topic we talked about because it was originally incorporated into a big thing about Hollywood and just fakers and people that are in Hollywood that do a bunch of crazy shit. But just on the aspect alone, the fact that this dude spiked his drink. Not because he wanted to have a good time with his buddy, not because he just like misread the environment. It was like, yo, man, let's get high. Oh, wait, it's an important thing. You weren't ready to get high? My bad. It was because, yo, you want to do this sober shit. I don't want to do this sober shit, but I'm also not grown enough to say I can't do it. So I'm going to spike your drink with a drug, and I'm going to be like, all right, now the thing's over because you did drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And this is the thing where
fucking put drugs into a non-consenting adult's drink. Fuck you. And anyone that defends it, go fuck yourself.
Well, not that. Like, the dude's an actual scumbag. Like, we didn't get too much into the Lemonade podcast, but I'll get into here because we're more about entertainment hardcore. But, like, the guy has done the Amazing Racist, which was generic jokes from the early 2000s. Now, again, most of us here didn't get woke towards stereotypes till around 2010. Until we started getting older. That's usually how it goes. But this man was a grown-ass man doing that shit near my age, 25. He still does shit like that in his 40s, going on to 50s, to the point that his friend's wife wants to cut him out of their life because he doesn't understand the concept of these people are grown folks.
Yeah. And the biggest thing too is like when they were bringing this up on the show too, they Aries like, well, here's the thing, the reason why I did it is because you're making me go through the Sober October thing, and now it's your fucking fault I'm doing it. It's like, dude, are you serious? You're gonna be using this again? Like, just get out of the Sober October thing. Like, it's like the most childish fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's like No Nut November. No one's putting a gun to your head. Like,
yeah,
no one puts a gun in your head. No nut, bitch.
Yeah, no gun in your head.
How did that even happen? Like, how did that even happen? Who even came up with No Nut November?
A virgin.
Probably.
I don't know, but I love the memes that come out of it. I think that's probably the funniest part of it.
Well, no, I did it, by the way. It actually does help you. I'm not joking.
No, whatever. Sure
it does.
Did you become a Jedi?
Did you become superpowered and
no,
control the weather?
Your brain is not distracted by sex. Like, I mean, it's...
He became an incel. Get him!
No, it's just not distracted. And then another thing, too, that really helps with it, too, is, like, when you get out in November and you do get your nut, it's so good. Oh, that build-up for 30 days, son. Woo!
Fucking 30 days of night over here.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, God.
Just looking at his dick on the final day.
Fucking chase after Josh Hartnett.
Scream, bitch! No one cares or will care to hear you.
I would love to see. I'd like to see a sequel to 30 Days of Night about no nut.
31 Days of Night.
Yeah, 31 days of no nut.
It was the 29th. My dick was so fucking hard.
Just vampires over there, just piss off him and fucking her. Just
what?
like,
It's gonna be like letters from Iwo Jima. It's just gonna be correspondence between two people. Actually, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, especially in Alaska.
Just two text messages for people back and forth about trying to deal with this shit. I saw a woman at work today. I almost failed.
Day 29. I'm literally thinking about coming.
That was stupid.
You just killed the bit, man.
Day 30. I can't resist my penis.
But yeah, it got to a point though, like I think, and it's kind of weird, like when podcasters get so close together, like in a little team or a little group of fucking like I don't know, like a metropolis of sorts, kind of like the Metropolis Collective. Everything seems so like I don't know, like just more awkward because like this dude, he's on the podcast talking about this, and then we were gonna bring this up. It was just like, oh, like in passing, he fucking spiked my drink. But then like Bert Kreischer's wife is doing something with Tom Segura's wife. It's another podcast that's against the Sober October thing, and she's like, yeah, Ari Shafir is never allowed in my fucking house near my kids ever again. He can go fuck himself. And it's like, that's just weird because people like I agree with her, but it's like this is all personal business that should probably not be on a podcast. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking crazy.
And they tell those personal stories all the time on those kinds of podcasts. So.
Yeah, man, but like, and then everyone's having it's like I don't know if this is gonna affect like Ari's show because doesn't Ari do the fucking you're not gonna believe this or this is not happening?
Nah, he doesn't do it anymore. Someone else took over.
Oh, okay. That's when the machine thing kind of originated, right? The machine joke from Bert Kreischer.
No, it started off with the Joe Rogan show. But he helped him popularize it on the actual show.
Yeah, okay. But yeah,
what bothers me the most is people defending it. Oh, it's just a joke. I'm like, motherfucker, y'all don't know what a joke is.
But like the idea too, because this happened like in a Hanover where basically Zach Galifianakis' character roofies everybody. Yeah. And it's like I've seen this be a thing that was normalized when I was younger, and now it's not so normalized. But like I'm gonna ask Jet and Roxanne here. I'll start off with Jet. Is there a part of this that's kind of normalized? Like, how do you feel about a man spiking another man's drink? Is it less crazy as spiking a girl's drink? I mean, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's still pretty wrong. You shouldn't be spiking people's drinks without their fucking permission. Like you shouldn't be putting anything in anyone's drink without them fucking knowing.
Yeah, and like Rox, where do you weigh in on this? Because I mean, have you ever like dealt with somebody like that before that would pull pranks on people roofing their drinks or spiking anything?
Actually, yeah. One time I went out with a friend. I think it was her birthday. We were just hanging out, having fun. Mm-hmm. And she actually told me that when I went to go off to the bathroom, someone actually slipped something in my drink.
Did you drink it?
No.
Okay.
I told her regardless, like, look, I'm leaving it there because I'm done with it. I don't want to drink it.
Yeah, I'm not saying she drank it, by the way, Alan, after they spiked it. I'm saying, like, did she drink it beforehand? The friend came up like,
okay, because that was such a weird way you asked it. Did you drink it? Yeah, after the spike, I want to go on a trip that night.
Woohoo, free drugs!
No, narrative, Alan, narrative.
I know, but the way you asked that is such a weird point of that story.
No, but yeah, but like, I mean, did you freak the fuck? Like, when after you found that out, Rox, like, did you like confront him? Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, spiking my shit? Like, you know, who the fuck are you?
Her and I basically went up to like the bartenders that were there that night. We told them what happened, and they kicked the dude out.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy, man. Like it's scary too. Like, you know, like after that, that topic gets brought up a lot now, especially with like female comedians and podcasters, and like they'll say shit like, "Yeah, I've been spiked before," and when that happens, you'll start noticing like dudes honing in like fucking animals, like zombies or something. Like I'm trying to get the fuck out of the bar because I know I'm fucked up. And it's just like, no, she's fine. Hey, don't take her away. Like it's like, dude, bars and drinking, man. Like, I mean, do you accept beers from random people? By the way, just out, you know, in general. Like, let's not say they're for sure spiked or whatever, but like, do you accept random drinks or not?
Okay, I did get a couple of drinks at the fucking 30-year anniversary, but my thing was, I would always go up with them to the bar, and I would watch the bartender make my drink.
Oh, okay, so they just came up to you with like a fucking drink with ice and shit, and you're not gonna drink it. You'd be like, no, you can go buy me one. Like, you know, watch the motherfucker put it in, but.
No, I would lie and I'd just say something like, "Oh, I don't like that drink," or I'd say some bullshit like, "Oh, I'm allergic to that." Like, we can go. I'm sorry that you spent money on this, but we can go up to the bar and I can order something.
That's almost like another layer of rude, though. By the way, to like just buy someone a drink and then expect them to drink it. It's like you should probably ask, "Do you want me to buy you a drink?"
Okay, Nick, I'll stop bringing you water.
Well, I mean,
you mean Dr. Pepper?
Motherfucker, this one time, it was New York. It was a New York place. Oh, I'm just running around doing my thing like I normally do. I was like, you know, fuck, I'll get Nick a glass of water. And he's eyeing me like, what'd you do to him? I'm like, motherfucker, it's just water. So he just gives it to Jed, and it's like, okay, fine, yeah, I spiked it. Like, what the fuck?
It's because it wasn't Dr. Pepper. That's why he didn't take it.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, I like how that makes me and Vernon look like a complete asshole. Like, man, this might be drugged. Hey, Jed, here you go.
That's the exact story that happened.
I know. I feel like an asshole now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Well, she did want a drink. You know,
I don't know if she wanted a roofie, but okay.
No, but I thought he put like beer in it. I didn't think it was roofie. I know Alan would give me a fucking roofie, but like I'm saying, like it might have been booze. He's like, hey, try it, you fucking.
Oh yeah, I got you a huge glass all the way to the top of vodka.
Maybe you like to go crazy sometimes. I don't know.
I like to go crazy. Singular. I'm not trying to get other people to go crazy.
I don't know you that well all the time. Speaking of that trip too, I didn't know.
It was last year.
New York was not last year.
No, it wasn't. It was 2 years ago now.
Yeah, it was 2017.
Holy shit. Time has passed.
Yeah, but no, like, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't trust anybody with fucking drinks. Jet, I know that you have a history of accepting drinks, but did you see them, like how was, how did that go when you were given, like, a drink before at a bar?
See, the thing is, if I was, like, by myself or whatever, I wouldn't accept people giving me drinks. Unless I actually am, like, sitting there, like, actually, like, looking at the bartender make it.
Mm-hmm.
But, at the 30-year... I didn't have to worry about that. I just drank whatever because I know damn well you guys aren't gonna let me go home with some random fucking person.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, some random person had to go home with us.
Like,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Alan was running around like checking up on everyone, so I'm just like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing that's just weird about that shit. It's like, you know, it's a nice thing for people to do that, but it's like in this world that we live in, everyone's always like everyone's trying to conspire. So it's like I don't fucking trust anybody, even like, you know, man on man like drink giving. I'm like, yeah, I don't trust y'all.
Man, I'm very suspicious.
Yeah, I mean,
like I said, I ain't never doing that shit to no one. No, fuck that shit.
I'm curious. I don't even joke about that shit. Like with weed, let me ask you this though: with weed, ganja, would you smoke someone else's joint or just pass to you? Like, hey man, I got some good shit. You want it?
Yeah, he would.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, we know he fucking would.
Damn, I can't even answer for myself.
Motherfucker, I'll answer for you.
Because you know you.
This motherfucker, third year or second year anniversary. Apparently, someone popped up to him like, "Hey man, have this," and Ganja immediately took it, and the guy walked away. 5 seconds later, he turns to his buddy, "Yo, what was that?"
Ganja's a fucking G. Stupid ass, but G. No, but what was it though? Like, was that the fucking caffeine pill?
Yeah, it was a caffeine pill.
That's okay though.
Yeah, okay. It was okay because that could have been anything, man.
Yeah.
What threw me off is it tasted a little chalky. I was like, oh wait, oh okay, this might have been real drugs.
That's why I smack you.
Yeah.
Oh man, would you do that again now? Especially that you have Roxy and you got someone like you got.
Oh no, she don't allow me to.
So don't try to do that to him, people. God damn it. Speaking of that too, you know, if you guys do want to get rejected by Ganja, but trying to give him some kind of drink or some weed or whatever, it's going to be happening soon because February.
We're going to Vegas.
Yes,
Vegas.
Yes, to the Valentine's Day to what, like the 17th or something like that. Or
Shit, Valentine's Day all the way to the 20th, baby.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, people. So it's going to be really really cool. I'm just putting that out there, Ganja. If you want to say anything more about it, because I don't know shit. I mean,
we got some things planned. We're gonna go shoot some guns. We're gonna check out some neon lights. We're gonna go check out some clubs. I'm gonna take y'all on a Ganja weed experience. Check out the weed museum. Get y'all on some dabs. Treat y'all nice and right. Then we're gonna do a live show between the Metropolis Network guys, ARPG Gaming if they come. A couple people from VCR. Got a couple people come from Illuminati Podcast. Of course, your dear friends, me and Alan, and of course the Ruthless Wonder, and of course Solar from back in the deck.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really cool, man. I can't wait for all this shit to go on. I mean, yeah, it sounds really, really big. This is not gonna be just like a hangout thing that we did in Miami. Like this is gonna be kind of a bigger thing, and
we're gonna be on a stage. So if all y'all want to throw shit at me, I got pretty good reflexes. So fuck y'all.
Why would you say that?
If
I'm ready to fight every one of y'all.
Actually, that actually gives a good point real quick. If we actually get enough people, we will look into a small stage that we can actually do the show live from. If not, it's going to be in someone's big-ass Airbnb or hotel room. But when it comes to all the things plans, we have a lot of stuff laid down. We're going to have things scheduled out. We got y'all when it comes to the different hotels. We're going to work on that, getting y'all good deals. It's not actual deals through the actual hotels. It's going to be what we find off in terms of cheap stuff off the web. Just going to help you give a little bit of a head start on that if you want to just go off of what we find. We're also looking into like transportation. There's a big monorail system that goes through one half of the strip as well as a bunch of bus stations. So you guys can save money on Lyft and Ubers as well as rental cars. So we're looking into everything possible. We want the most amount of people to come and just have a good time with us. Check us out, do our live stuff, and as well just enjoy Vegas for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, man.
Babe, really cool. I'm gonna get you all kinds of rub downs at the spa.
I'd rather take your credit and debit card. But
I want to go to a spa.
My shmoney.
I'll go to a spa, Ganja, me and you.
Okay. Oh man, I would love to see Alan.
And Nick's gonna come with us.
I want to go to a good spa, not a fucking shady ass one.
No.
I want to go to the one from Rush Hour, and hopefully we can have a fight afterwards.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of you.
Rush Hour 2 is a great movie. Okay, I won't hear anyone say otherwise.
That was a great movie, but you would definitely be Jackie Chan. You're Lee for sure. Like,
I'm gonna live with that.
It's fucking awesome. That one brings back that blooper when Don Cheadle is like, his name's Lee, god damn it. He's like, oh sorry, Jackie Chan.
Jackie, it's Lee, god damn it.
It's Lee, god damn it. But anyway, speaking of movies, and speaking of things that probably shouldn't come back, because I don't know if Rush Hour is ever planning on doing a fourth one, but yikes.
I think they are, but I don't know.
But
they shouldn't.
Third one, okay. The problem with the third one is if it came out a couple years after the second one, it would have been fine. But it was so long just to get that. It was just like, eh.
Yeah, God, yeah. The third one was so bad because Chris Tucker is still trying to be that same type of character, and he's just not. He's not that guy anymore.
Honestly, we might just watch the second one in the after hours tonight. Like, I fucking love Rush Hour 2.
I love it too, but yikes! Imagine trying to watch a movie and some of the.
Come on, that movie you can make fun of so much shit with that. It'd be fucking great.
Dude, watch this fucking scene, bro. This is a part where Jackie Chan fucking jumps around the couch, bro, and then he fucking slap into a Slim Jim, like
Oh yeah.
Now we'll watch it early.
There you go. But I mean, Rush Hour. I like Rush Hour 1 and 2. It's fucking awesome. Don't want that shit to come back. But one thing that I really, really do not want to come back at all is Dr. fucking Doolittle. Do not want to see this come back at all. And why is Robert De Niro? Shit, Robert Downey Jr. Yikes!
I almost don't want to blame you because it's like, hey, Robert D. Two of them.
Robert Downey, man, he's apparently going to play Doolittle. And here's the thing: it's saying Doolittle, not Dr. Doolittle. So is there a difference here? Am I not getting something here?
Okay. Doolittle and it's fucking animals. The first thing you're going to think of is Dr. Doolittle.
Well, the thing is, Dr. Doolittle, the one with Eddie Murphy was a remake. It's an older story, so I doubt. I think they're just gonna go like a bit crazier with it. But it's just Doolittle, Doctor. It's just like Balboa, Rambo, all that shit. They're like, let's just do that to make it look cooler.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that for one. I mean, it's not coming out like they're not saying like, oh, we're gonna work on this and come out way fucking later. Like, no, it's coming out, in April 12th.
January.
January.
We'll slave for April 12th, then move to January. Oh, okay. So
so soon.
Sweet. But here's the thing, though. By the way, another thing to say positively: the Voyage of Dr. Dolittle was a terrible name. I'm glad it's just Dolittle now. That's what everyone's gonna refer to.
What if he's still a doctor?
He probably it might be a situation where this could be a prequel where before he becomes a doctor, or he just afterwards, where he's no longer a doctor, or it doesn't fucking matter because it's just Dolittle. Hey,
it's a prequel and he just turns black.
Because here's the thing: I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is anywhere close to like as good as Eddie Murphy as far as like being a guy who would do that. Like, do you want to see him do that shit? Like being Tony Stark who's talking to animals?
Well, okay, it depends. Like if you're trying to sit there and be, you can't do Eddie Murphy's bit. You have to go a different route with it. Maybe he's more of an asshole. Maybe he could be a situation where he's just a drunk idiot. And he's like, I don't want to fucking do my goddamn job. He could just lose it. That's how he loses the top doctor. He becomes such an idiot and people get like hurt or killed or whatever. You're like, fuck it, I don't want to give a goddamn shit. Yeah, fuck you too, you stupid fucking animal. And starts fighting everything. Like, you could do something with that where it's like a redemption story of him trying to get back to normal.
When it comes to this too, it's like this came out around the exact same time that Nutty Professor did, and I feel like people.
I keep confusing those movies in my head. I was like, oh yeah, and that scene where he drinks that stuff, becomes skinnier. Wait, that's the Nutty Professor.
But like this really fell under the radar. Like I don't think people talk about this movie a lot. Like I was gonna ask Rox because I still remember like one of the first times I talked to Roxy when she wanted to watch Flubber in the fucking after hours. Which fuck you for that.
By the way, that hurt me to my soul because apparently that movie aged really badly, and I remember loving it as a kid.
No, it's horrible. I'm sorry.
It makes me so sad. I love that movie as a kid.
It's because I never saw it, so I was curious.
But like, okay, did you see Dr. Dolittle back in the day or no?
Yeah, but it was way back in the day.
Okay, yeah, because I'm wondering, like, does that hold some kind of nostalgia foundation for you, where it's like, oh, I love this and I have good memories of this, or you're kind of like, yeah, it's one of those movies I saw. Who gives a fuck?
Pretty much. That part of my heart is pretty much mainly taken up by the Nutty Professor because I fucking love the Nutty Professor.
She likes some nuttiness.
Yeah. I thought that was Dr. Phil for a second. With the
Me too.
Right now.
It might be, dude. Like I don't know.
I don't know, man. It looks pretty goddamn close.
I'm gonna tell you why you such a fat ass.
Because imagine that. Like I love that bit where it's like,
to pets for? They can't talk to you back. Why are you doing this? It's like I can imagine him having that fucking discussion with them. But go ahead.
Well, no, he's pretty famous, so people know like he could talk. Actually, I can't. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. People know he could talk to animals, right?
Allegedly.
I don't believe so. Yeah, because he looks crazy. Like in his house, they're just like his family is like, what the fuck?
His family knows just because there's so many animals, and it's like it's weird if your dad can be like, "Hey, go get the fucking lettuce," and the animal grabs the lettuce.
Well, and like the daughter can talk to animals too.
That's what I love. That's what I love about the movie is that eventually, because she thinks she's crazy, so it's like a really emotional moment where it's like, wait, you understand them too, and she's crying too. So she's like, yeah, I've been able to understand it for a while. And it's like it's a really heartfelt moment. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I don't know what they're gonna do, and I'm afraid that is Disney making this.
I do not know. I did not look that up because I am a shitty host sometimes.
Yeah.
You're also a shitty hoe.
And you treat me so badly.
I know. I'm sorry about that. No, Universal's doing Universal Pictures. So I can't wait to ride the Dr. Dolittle ride. Like in Universal Studios. You know?
Oh no, don't worry. They're replacing the Terminator ride with I think a Jason Bourne ride or some shit.
Wait,
yeah, that confused me too. I'm like, who the fuck cares about Bourne that much? I want to go on a ride.
Oh my god, it's Jason.
Look,
Bourne.
I'm sorry, but if bullets aren't coming at me, then not worth my money.
Wait, you want to actually get shot at?
No. I want to almost get shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Apparently, around the same time that's coming out.
Don't ignore me.
I get like I'm trying to see here. Okay, I was about to fuck up and y'all and be like, hey, another movie is coming out Q1 of fucking next year is going to be Jumanji and Moana.
No, it's Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, but no, there's movies that are coming out that are for families around that same time, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a big thing to have this come out around other movies that are also for families, but at the same time action packed. Like, how action packed are you gonna get with fucking Tony Stark over here talking to fucking dogs and cats?
Again, it's gonna definitely be the family movie. You don't have it'll be it'll probably do really really well, honestly, if it's just a well done movie because he also wants to do a fourth Sherlock Holmes movie. Like he's trying to basically I could do something besides Avengers.
Yeah. Jay, I'm gonna ask you, do you have any fond memories of Dolittle?
I have more fond memories of his other movies. Dolittle, I just saw like on what was it? I think on DVD and shit, like at school. Was it at school?
Probably. I mean, like this is one of those like go-to movies, which it's funny too. Like I think most of the movies that we've really been into are movies that schools used to play over and over again, and we just think that we used to watch it over and over, but it was the schools doing it.
Because I'm trying to remember if it was like a shitty day to where we just got stuck watching this movie. We still had to do work, so it was just like, oh, you guys want to watch this movie? Well, guess what? You still got to do work too.
Yeah.
You gotta write down the different animal types.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Dr. Doodoo.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I did end up watching this movie, but it wasn't the one where I had to do work for it. That one was a fucking national fucking treasure.
Yes.
Fucking
Dude.
National Treasure. That first one's pretty good.
No,
As
but
someone who loves history, I'm offended that someone thought that was a good way to teach history.
also too, National Treasure, and there's another movie that I fucking hated, Freedom Riders. Have you guys seen Freedom Riders?
Okay,
No.
Freedom Riders is trying to be.
I like Freedom Riders.
I like
Freedom Riders is a poor imitation of Dangerous Minds.
Yes. No. Absolutely. Or God, there's another movie about the Mexicans. That was just
Not Mexicans?
That is the funniest thing
I know
I've
what he's
ever
talking
heard in my
about,
life.
there's like a Mexican teacher, and he's like, "How do I reach these kids?"
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
what's
it's
it
an English teacher that's in Mexico trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, but
I
what?
just can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's probably called The Gringo or some shit.
Actually, what is that fucking movie?
Yeah, like I man, please chat. Tell me what movie it is.
It was recently, right? It came out a couple months ago, or it came out
no,
recently,
I'm
not
talking
like
about
20 years
when I
ago.
was a kid. No, I'm talking about like.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Do you
No.
remember who was in it?
It was this Mexican dude with glasses. That's all I remember. And he used to talk like this, man. That's where I get my accent from. I just copied him. So
Yeah, and then all his kids ended up like passing like a test or whatever. He
Yeah.
didn't have one failing student. Like what the
American
fuck?
Me.
American
yes,
Me.
that's it. American Me. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I fucking.
You know, I would
love
say
it.
good job, Kirk, but I'm still mad at you for finding my doppelganger.
I'm gonna see if this is it. I think this is it. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm showing you a trailer right now. It's that guy. I know it's that guy.
I think that might be him.
Yeah. God, I can't tell if this is it or not. But fuck, man. This movie I saw so many times.
Okay, so Baby Lotion's saying it's Stand and Deliver.
Stand Deliver. That could be it too. Stand and Deliver. I'm
We're
sorry,
never
people.
gonna fucking find it, but yeah.
No, it could be it. Yep, it's Stand Deliver. Thank you,
Okay.
Baby Lotion. You are the shit, dude. I fucking love you.
So
This
fucking
movie,
smooth, baby.
this movie was like the PG version of Blood In, Blood Out. It was like you can't watch Blood In, Blood Out, but you can watch this shit.
Oh,
And-
yep, I remember his fucking hairstyle.
Yep. God, this movie. Look at those cheeks, by the way. Someone
Man,
stabbed the fuck out of him with a
motherfucker-
pencil. Like Jesus. And this is him actually trying to.
American Me is
the
the prison movie, yeah.
Yeah, this is him like, oh, you want some? I want some of that white chum chum. But no, man, I like the movie a lot. I actually think that the movie, even though it's trying to be very like, I don't know, like Mexican friendly, I think anyone can watch this.
This was every Cholo's first movie, apparently. That's what the baby's saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I think anyone, like, I don't know. I feel like if I was white or black, whatever, and I watched this, I would totally get into the storyline. I wouldn't be like Blood and Blood Out.
yeah.
I think it's straight up Mexican. Like, if you're not Mexican, you're not gonna like that too much. But this, I think, man, like back in school, I was excited to see this. But then you watch Freedom Riders and Jed. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That you like that movie?
It's okay.
It's honestly one of those. I've seen this twice in school. It's one of the ones. If they had me do work during the movie, I'm gonna hate it. This was the one I could just sit back and fucking watch.
God, dude.
Okay, so
You know what? Actually, there's a scene in this movie that I really like that actually makes me like it. I think it had. Was it this one where it had to do with basically a girl saying like, yeah, you got white privilege and shit, but look at us type thing. I know there's a scene like that in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, and there was another scene
I
too.
mean, it's been forever, so yeah.
I will say, because the class I was in, it was nothing but Mexicans and black dudes. So we were like, yeah, fuck that white kid. But then there's a part where they split the whole class and the white dude's by himself. And it was like, okay, yeah, white people are okay. Like, you know, but like the whole room, it was like they divided us to make us feel like shit. Like, okay, we get it. We ain't.
Yeah, no, because I do actually, like, I don't hate Freedom Riders. I think it's okay. I think one of the things is just, it doesn't have the emotional core that the Dangerous Minds did. Because Dangerous Minds, it's like, yeah, it almost is a white savior movie, but you can still tell there's enough emotion going on that it matters. With this, it feels like they're trying so hard to be that other movie. It just never nails it.
Is there a rated R movie that you feel like kids should definitely have seen back in the day? Because I feel like these movies were great, but to get a point across of not judging others, etc., or just like these positive things. Maybe
I
we
got
should have
one.
seen. Yeah, which one do you think?
RoboCop.
Okay. Anyways, anybody else with the brain here?
It teaches you that anybody that is sexist or rapist is just to be shot, and not just we'll forgive them. No, shoot them in the dick.
Oh, Ganja hates that fucking movie.
Wait, you hate RoboCop?
No, lean on me.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was like,
fucking
what
movie.
the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah, Lean on Me. I didn't really like too much, and plus too, that was around the time where Morgan Freeman was getting like a lot. I mean, he still gets a lot of respect. Like, oh, he's so godlike. I'm like, dude, it's just a.
He
old
literally was
dude.
God, but sure.
But come on, he's not that fucking amazing. Get
That
off his
movie
balls
was
already.
Republican as fuck.
Which one?
Lean
Lean
on
on
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, how so is a Republican? Because I don't remember too much about it.
It's like our thing, like, oh, we gotta lift ourselves by our bootstraps. Like the problem is we gotta get rid of the kids that don't want to be here. So in order for them to pass the test, he gets rid of all the hood kids. But that's not really educating the people. It's just coloring the people.
Yeah. There's another movie called The Principal that came around the same
Like
time.
I could raise my scores too if I got rid of half the test.
You know what? You know what movie they loved to play in school, but I absolutely hated.
What?
But I mean, I guess it's a good message, whatever. I just really don't like football movies. I hated Remember the Fucking Titans.
Oh
What?
yeah, that sucks.
I fucking
Yeah,
love
I
that
laughed at
movie.
it.
I watched that last week.
That movie's incredible. What the hell is wrong with
I can't. That movie was so fucking
Do you not
boring.
like people struggling and coming together? That movie is great.
That's just boring.
Oh my god, you are. Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Jess.
I was so
legitimately hate
mad
you
watching
right
this
now.
in school. Like, God damn it.
I'm so surprised Alan likes it. Like what? Like
I fucking love Remember the Titans. Oh yeah, why would I like it? An underdog loser that nobody likes, but then. Oh wait, why am I? That has nothing to do with the story.
Teen angst.
Teen angst. Let's just go there.
Yeah,
It's all about underdogs learning to work together, and I love that shit.
You guys don't know, but Alan has another window open on his computer. It's playing "Welcome to My Life" by fucking.
Yeah.
You think I'm listening to Simple
Don't you
Plan?
feel
Go
like
fuck
you
yourself.
can't reach the top shelf?
Fuck Simple Plan. Don't you fucking bring that up in my presence.
You did just say that though. But
Fuck
no,
Simple. That's why I hated Simple Plan. And they're thinking about stupid bullshit.
I got a small dick. But
And I'm so sorry.
Oh god, I'm gonna fight all of y'all. I'm seeing y'all in 3 months. Don't think I won't fight you.
but okay, but well, the question though, like just the rated R movies.
I
Like,
won't make your dick grow though.
what rated R movie do you feel like should have been shown to kids back in the day? I'll give one out really quick. I think American History X would have been a great movie to show kids.
The one with the Nazi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
The one where the kid gets killed at the end after he tried to change.
well, the thing is, he tried to change in one day. He was a piece of shit and racist the whole fucking movie. So it's
Well,
like,
I mean, I guess like you do racist shit, you're gonna get shot.
yeah, like and you know, what I mean, I feel like that's like for one thing too. I really enjoy about this movie is like not blaming a whole type of people just because something. Because like technically, Edward Norton, like you know, he starts off with a pretty fucked up story. Like his dad gets killed. He's a cop, but he gets killed from like a black guy apparently. So then he just starts hating black guys, and then hates Mexicans, and hates this, whatever. And then you just start realizing like, yeah, everything is situational. You can't just say, oh, all these people act the same. Because another thing too, the movie paints white people as assholes because they're all gaining together and putting Nazi signs on their chest saying we're all fucking dicks. And then, you know, people in prison are actually not as bad as people that are not in prison. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's kind of brought up that I'm like, you know what? This movie would have taught a lot of people not to be fucking assholes. Because I remember...
Or I
also-
would have given them the wrong message and enforced negative stereotypes.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like when and Kirk, John Connor was definitely racist.
I have another answer.
What's up?
Kill Bill.
Ellen,
Shut
you
up.
gotta stop. You gotta be an adult at some point during this fucking
Actually,
conversation.
no, funny. Okay, as much as I'm joking around, I literally saw that when I was 11. Like, I saw that as a kid.
And what did
that
it
movie
teach
is
you?
hard.
Yeah, it taught you to be the guy you are now.
No, it taught me. Okay, I know it's gonna sound really, really fucking weird, but as a kid, because there's always the negative stereotypes of people thinking women are weak. There was always a thing that was a negative stereotype. And this was the first time in my life I ever saw a woman in that much power. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she's in a room with a sword and there's like 100 dudes around and she is cutting through them like fucking butter. And I was like, yo, holy fucking shit. So now it's like, now when I play video games, I'm like, well, no, hey, I get to play as a chick. I'll try to do the exact same thing I saw in Kill Bill. So it just instinctively just kind of put that in. I'm like, okay, cool. You can have just as awesome action scene with men as with women.
Yeah, I know, and Alan's brought that up before, by the way, because Julian's like, women being weak in the Arab stereotype. But it's like, yeah, that's the reason why Alan has really hated that type of stereotype that's been built up like his whole life. So it's just kind of like, maybe for people like him.
Wait, okay. Women being weak in the Arab stereotype? Sorry, Julian, I'm gonna say this politely as possible. Go fuck yourself.
No, but like, isn't it though? Like, because you said like,
no, it's a stereotype to a lot of cultures.
Yeah, everyone's patriarchal.
What is wrong with you?
Latino machismo?
Well, yeah, but
Like,
Does that come with Carmel, babe?
no, I
I'm
think it's
sorry,
insult
but like
to
that
you,
is
though.
like I am fucking really pissed off with you now. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, but I don't think like I could have sworn you put that on the show. Like I could have.
Yeah, that there is a stereotype within my culture, but don't say it's an Arab stereotype like we fucking created it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think.
Motherfucker.
I don't think it was that intense of what you was trying to
Oh
say.
my
Because like,
God.
Oh, there's
I'm gonna-
reasoning. They aren't allowed to show their bodies.
yeah, I mean, and it's like that with Mexico. Like, I mean, as far as my family, like I know, like, you know, the
Motherfucker,
guys
you're Jewish, you stupid motherfucker! Like, how do you not know how to speak? Holy shit! Oh my god!
Like, I'm gonna let Alan go off though, because I will say, like, I don't know, maybe you should have thought about it more.
Hey man, most to all religions that are based in Christian thought or anything that comes out of the Arabic religions, they have things where women are supposed to cover up.
Well, like another thing too is like
also like for a lot of them, like they actually can like uncover, like they choose to do. A lot of them actually choose to do that
because of tradition, or whatever. But like another thing too is like even in Hollywood, because like I was gonna agree with Alan in the sense of like, yeah, in Hollywood, that's a stereotype. You know what I mean? Like just in movies, like help me, save me, and Kill Bill's like, no, fuck that. Well, I don't need no fucking man to save me. I'm gonna kill every motherfucker in this room with a sword because I'm that badass. So I mean that's cool. You know, I don't think that's gonna be great for kids to watching the fucking thing. I think there's other movies like what's a Miss Congeniality? That might have been a good movie for kids to watch. See a woman kind of like take charge as far as business and not ripping heads off and shit. I don't know, but yeah.
You
anyways,
know, I got stuck basically just looking at old movies that I'm pretty sure I've seen like in fucking school. I didn't like The Blind Side either. I hated when they showed that piece of shit.
What's The Blind Side about?
I think it was Sandra Bullock and how she adopted that big black kid.
With Tim McGraw. I think that the country singer.
No, like it's a football movie basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it was just a white savior football movie.
I don't like Sandra Bullock in general. I'm gonna be honest.
And the whole movie was a fucking lie too. Most of that shit didn't even happen.
What, like, was it a dream sequence or something? Like what? What's that?
No, it's just extremely exaggerated. And then later, it turns out like she was just a huge racist who just assumes black kids are actually doing very poorly for themselves and shit.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's something that Hollywood or Oscars would eat up pretty quickly. So yeah, fucking sucks.
I think it's just like I just really just don't like football movies.
Yeah, I mean the only football movie that I liked was Any Given Sunday. Do you guys remember that movie? With Al Pacino?
I probably didn't watch it.
Oh man, with Jamie Foxx and everything, and Al Pacino's like, "Come on, touchdown, do it!" Just fucking freaking the fuck out. He reminds me of Vince McMahon with XFL. And anything that Al Pacino's on, I fucking love. Like, so it's just one of those things. I'm just kind of hoo-ha! Oh, she got a great ass.
You know, they showed Juno in school too, but I'm not sure what I was supposed to learn from that one. Like be scared enough to have your baby.
Or just be prepared. I mean, I think that's a pretty good fucking storyline to put in here.
Pregnancy is quirky when it's a white couple, but if it's any other couple, then it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is she supposed to be, by the way, in this movie? Because she was
still in school. So I can't remember if she was a senior or younger, but she was still in high school.
Oh man, dude. I remember we had this one teacher that just did not give a fuck about the rules. She made us watch the Tupac Resurrection DVD like 10 fucking times. Like, I was so fucking sick of seeing Tupac dance. Like, god damn it.
Tupac lives!
And then, like, a year after Crash came out, she played that, too. And, that was a weird thing to watch. But anyways, yeah. Sorry about talking so much about fucking movies that we watch in schools and everything. But it's like, that's where most nostalgia, I think, comes from. It's just us watching the same shit over and over when there's no fucking work to do. But anyways, speaking of movies, it's time to talk about this fucking thing that I think is kind of a piece of shit. Jumanji, aka not Jumanji.
Jumanji 3 is coming out before Jumanji 2.
Yeah, dude, this looks fucking silly, man.
Nah, my body is ready for this shit, bro.
How so? Because of the whole like ride aspect of it? Because it looks like
it looks like it's gonna be a dumb fucking movie. Like, don't expect too much. It's gonna be just something you put on either in the background, or if you do go see it, you get nice and turned up at the theater and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Another thing too. What's up with this Assassin's Creed template with the fucking yellow piss looking fucking...
I blame Alan for this.
Wait, what? What? Assassin's Creed template? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, like the movie Assassin's Creed. Like, you know, it has a piss yellow stain on the whole fucking screen, the entire movie.
Oh yeah, then
except for blue.
When you said Assassin's Creed, I was thinking the video game. I'm like, no, the video game's fine. Oh yeah, that movie existed.
Yeah.
Yes,
no, but
yes,
like,
it did, Alan.
The thing is, it's okay because I like the energy from the trailer. It seems like they're trying to go for the Jack Sparrow type thing of just weird, kind of quirky adventure. But I don't know. I kind of found myself going along with the adventure. It's like someone clearly saw, you know what? Who's that terrible actor in the original Mummy movies? Someone's like, let's just do that again because this is literally just the Mummy.
Yeah.
With Brendan Fraser, yeah, it's literally just a Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the fact that, you know, this is doing certain things where, like, I mean, I skipped over, but, like, the main actress in here, I forgot her fucking name, but she's, like, doing all this crazy, like, fucking, you know, these set pieces and flying through the fucking boat and all this crazy shit. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, but, I mean, that's just, at a certain point when you do like fantastical shit like that, like we're so used to it when it comes to like any of these movies, like Journey to the Center of the Earth and all these other fucking big like Disney happy kids go get your 3D glasses bullshit. Like I'm so fucking used to it. It means nothing to me. It's empty. But yeah, Jed, did you watch this trailer at all?
No, I did not.
As I'm showing you this right now, though, I mean, does it look like something that's like, okay, you know what? I would probably see this instead of Jumanji.
Probably wouldn't even see anything.
Well, you didn't like Jumanji?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like it wasn't terrible, but I just found it just very plain.
This is actually Jet right now. He's just like hiding from all fun and movies and cinema, just like
dude,
yeah,
Jumanji
sure
was
is.
terrible. What the fuck?
He's in the tall grass, Alan.
Becky,
Cow,
oh,
Becky,
God.
Marco.
By the way, that's our review of the movie.
Alan,
Marco, Polo.
dude, I bet Alan hated that fucking. We'll talk about it later, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I'm thinking of like Jet Winter. Alan.
Oh my God!
Alan!
Oh my God! I didn't even think about that. He just
Alan.
I would have stopped answering. Hey, whatever this tall grass is, just kill me.
Alan, where are you? I'm trying to look for you in this tall grass to get some of that ass.
So I can give you some of this long dick in the tall grass, Alan.
Stephen King presents In the Allen's Ass. We'll talk about that
I'm
later.
sure
No. I got
man, my dream in life is that I do a review that gets a director to call me out on it. Could you imagine if the director of that movie or Stephen King says you don't know what the fuck you're talking about? I would frame that on the fucking wall.
I'm just thinking it now. Like if he had a Mr. Horse like Stephen King novel, it would just be called Giddy Up.
Yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, like when Alan's talking about like having a director come and call him out. One director I feel like will call nobody out as far as talking shit is a director for fucking Jungle Cruise, because when looking at this, I don't think this dude even cares like about making like an artsy thing, like not artsy thing, but like he's not creating. Like this feels like, yo, Jumanji's coming out, we're already filming in this area, we're in the jungle. Let's just use these props and everything again for another movie. It's literally cash grab the movie. Like there's nothing.
Again, they're trying so hard to go for the Pirates of the Caribbean mummy kind of situation. The only thing that's really going to sell this movie is, as much as like we could see where it's coming from, I like Emily Blunt's charisma. I think she's really going for interesting kind of look at it, and I like how basically, especially near the end of this trailer, it's who could be more charismatic between The Rock and Emily Blunt. So I'm just like, you know what? At the end of the day, if this is a fun movie, I'll still get my money's worth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm Kirk over here saying this is Land of Lost and Jumanji Love Child. Yeah, I've never seen the Land of the Lost. But our Land of Lost, I don't know if you've.
Is that the one with Will Ferrell, or am I thinking of a different movie?
I do not know because I never heard of it. But that's just me being not smart sometimes. But the thing is, though, is like, I mean, this is like number 6 on trending. And I'm wondering, like, what are people talking about? Like, I looked.
I'll just be honest and say I'm so tired of seeing the fucking Rock and everything.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so tired of seeing him in the fucking jungles.
Yeah, he's done like 5 fucking movies in the goddamn jungle. He already did Journey to the fucking Center of the Earth. Like,
so you don't know like he's gonna be in the new Jungle Book by WB?
Wait, seriously?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say they're making another Jungle Book. I believed you, man.
Like, I've had a fucking enough. Like, get somebody else. Does this dude have enough money yet? Damn.
Does he enjoy the jungle that much? Is my question.
Do you think they're gonna get a helicopter in this one?
Oh my god, dude! Did he buy that like studio with the helicopter? It's almost like when Tyler Perry just does shit.
No, he didn't buy the studio. He bought the jungle.
He bought
it's
Hollywood.
Like at this point, if I see him in a movie, I'm just gonna automatically say, I'm like, it's either below average or average, because I don't think he's been in anything lately that's been like super fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with Jed on this one. It's like you kind of know what you're getting, but you're gonna get like an average experience. Because like even Hobbs and Shaw, I'm like, I was enjoying Jason Statham a little bit more, but like that movie was just okay.
And it's just like I can't even like fault him for it because the guy is making like 5 movies at once usually all the time. Like I know Kirk is saying The Rock has to do 4 to 5 movies in the role set in the same world. I will say though, dude, I think that like you might not be joking. Like I mean, like I think he has to do these. Like maybe he did some licensing fucking deal or whatever. Where he's like, yo, like you gotta use me at some capacity within all these sequels and all these type of movies. Or maybe he even did a deal with the location that he's filming in, and they're just like, hey, we're paying you this much money. You have to film in this particular area. Like we own you. We have exclusivity deal with you.
Oh man, Kirk, I hope they go to fucking space.
Nah, people gotta stop saying with the space shit.
Look, either they go to space or they're going to the jungle. Just from seeing this a track record of the movies he's been in.
And, you know what's funny about this?
We gotta go and save my family. We're gonna go
space.
We're gonna go draft in this jungle.
The only reason people are saying Fast 10 is gonna go in space is because Jason 10 was in space.
No, well the thing is, and I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a rant, but it's like I like how people make fun of Transformers or fucking Fast and Furious. Like, oh, it's so ridiculous. Why don't they go in space? I'm the funniest guy ever. But then look at the shit that y'all do like Marvel, where it starts off like the end game shit. It literally starts off in fucking space, and they're playing chess in space for fuck's sake. You
know the weirdest thing about people say, "Oh man, the Fast and Furious movies are over the top." Like, yeah, they have over the top sequences, but it's usually one major set piece in the movie. But for the most part, they're like people. Oh, they're so crazy. I'm like, are they though? Like, are they really that nuts? Like, what was the last one with Paul Walker? They just drove through like buildings. But do you remember what the movie, like, do you remember why they're able to do that? Because they're looking down going, well, the buildings are about, like, this distance. If we drive fast enough, we'll be fine. Like,
okay,
they're not just sitting there and just jumping out of a window and hoping things work out.
I would agree with you, but here's the thing, though. There's a part where I don't know if it was a Rock or Roman Reigns, but someone threw a rope at a helicopter and literally pulled it down from the
that was Hobbs and Shaw, yeah. That's ridiculous. No, Hobbs and Shaw is ridiculous. Right, Hobbs and Shaw is a superhero movie.
I got a conspiracy theory.
What?
I got no references. I got no backup information, nor do I have anything that validates this theory. But throughout the movie of the last Fast and Furious, I felt like they were originally going to kill off Paul Walker's character.
You just called him Killwalker, so fuck you. Jesus Christ.
I turned him into a Sith Lord.
Go ahead.
But the way they talk about him throughout the film is like, yeah, I'm going to retire. Oh, I'm going to give it up. This is my last ride, man. I got to focus on the family. Throughout the whole movie, it sounds like they were supposed to kill him. But because he died in real life, they're like, yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, that might be a little disrespectful if they kill him off after he dies.
Yeah, but no, man. I like how JP is like, I keep forgetting that Nick's a part of the Fun Police. But the thing is, though, the fact that you forgot means I'm saying lots of nice shit.
No, the only reason you forgot is because you put it entirely on me. I'm not a leader of it.
Alan is the king or sheriff of the Fun Police. Nick is head investigator.
Yeah, I'm just custodian. That's all. I'm on the floor sometimes.
You're the custodian. I don't know what's funny. Head investigator, so he just looks into fun in order to stop it, or he just cleans up after I've stopped all the fun.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh fuck, here he goes again, y'all. Clean this up. They signed the paychecks. It's all good. No, man, but I'm just, I agree with Jet in the sense of like, yeah, this is fucking ridiculous. This is too much The Rock. Rocks, are you feeling the same way about The Rock? Are you kind of sick of seeing the people's champ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that though? Like, do you like any of his movies, by the way? Like, I never talked to you about The Rock before, so.
Yeah, he's all right. Well, like Jet mentioned, everything that he's done has just been basically like popcorn flicks, fun summer flicks, basically kiddie shit. You're not really expecting this whole big drama aspect. You're not expecting like a groundbreaking, like sexy thriller or some shit. It's just The Rock.
And another thing too is like, why can't he do something like Gridiron Gang again? Like that
movie's great. I love that movie.
See, now there we go. That's a good football movie.
That's a great football movie.
How
dare
you?
Oh my God, Jed!
How dare you?
You didn't remember the Titans. Just say you don't like football.
Okay,
actually,
I did.
Oh.
Chat, okay. Don't you go eat on her because she's a chick, because I know what the fuck y'all doing, okay? Because she's beautiful.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the movie you guys are talking about, but the thing is, I'm not going to watch it because I know how I'm going to feel about it.
But it's not The Rock, isn't like The Rock and... Oh, sorry.
Jet's
and I've seen him in a football movie not recently, but some time ago. And guess what? That was that fucking movie where he adopts that, like, not adopts, but his fucking daughter comes to live with him and shit, and then he's, like, at the Super Bowl or some shit. His like ex-wife died or some shit.
What?
Like, I forgot what movie.
Yes, Jeff. Sound it out.
Oh, Game Plan. I was like, what are you?
Was it Game Plan? Yeah, Game Plan. That sucked. I already told you guys. I'm tired of fucking football movies.
No, but the thing is, though, is like
you gotta watch Remember the Titans.
The Fun Police, because Gridiron Gang is actually a really good movie. It has fucking amazing.
Well, it probably is, but I'm not gonna watch it.
Look, we're gonna do a triple feature tonight. Remember the Titans, Gridiron Gang,
and Joker.
And the best football movie ever, The Replacements.
Senor Shakazin.
I'm about to replace you.
Oh, you don't like The Replacements?
Even people who love football.
You can't replace me. Who are you gonna find?
You're just liking that shit because fucking Keanu Reeves because you want to fuck him or something. Oh,
Like
John
how
Wick has a football.
Oh, you don't know? You tell me you don't like the replacements?
No, I don't. I don't like Keanu Reeves being Keanu Reeves again. Hey, bro, I got a football, bro.
Whatever, man. He's just trying his best.
Dude, do you realize, like, you if you were a chick, you would fuck the football team because you like Mark Wahlberg, you like Keanu
he
Reeves.
calling you a game bang queen.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I like a handful of actors and suddenly I'm a slut.
You liked all the bros. Like, Ho Allen, the female Ho Allen that we found on Snapchat, she would fuck all these dudes. I don't trust that bitch.
You would, yeah, you tell me you wouldn't fuck Steve Austin.
I mean, I don't know.
Lies.
Nigga straight cradling them balls.
Get over here. Ah.
Okay, how do y'all feel about The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler?
Oh, I didn't see the longest.
Hell
it's
no.
trash.
I've
That's
never
just
seen
trash.
it.
It's okay.
Matter of fact, that's just trash. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. You fucked me up.
Okay.
Damn, sorry, I didn't mean to offend your entire culture.
He's not gonna
Longest
wash his hands.
Longest Yard's great.
Lies.
Dude, yeah, there's so many great fucking actors in Longest Yard, and Adam Sandler was good in that. And that's
I
another-
loved it. It's a great movie.
Okay, I was about to argue. Did you see how ready I was for you? I was like, motherfucker.
I brought it up because I liked the movie.
Okay, they brought it because of chat, but thank you. I'm glad.
I literally just looked up the game plan again to see if I can actually
I don't
explain
actually
that
remember that
movie.
movie at
If
all.
I could actually explain it better, no, that's the fucking movie. His fucking ex-wife or whatever dies, and then leaves him with the fucking daughter while he's about to go to the fucking Super Bowl. Nothing else fucking happens.
But that's
That movie was 2007. That was a long time ago.
And by the way, like, this movie is about family and shit, Jet. Like, getting people together to go to the movie theater as a family to enjoy a football movie.
Look.
American as fuck. What's your
No,
problem?
I'm sorry, but it looks like he's during his pacifier days. I'm sure this movie did suck, but Gridiron Gang is still good.
Thank you. And that's why Jet.
I wouldn't know because I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, and another thing too. Speaking of movies that you ain't gonna watch, Mrs. Fun Police, because that's what you are now. Why not? Why aren't you gonna watch the Joker? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I already said this before. I don't like the Joker. I'm not gonna like whatever he's in. That's a bias on my part. So guess what? I'm not gonna go into a movie knowing that I'm gonna hate it. Why would I spend that money knowing that I'm not gonna like the movie?
You can steal it. Steal it.
No, I know I'm not gonna like the movie.
Fine.
Look, that's the
Fine,
thing
then.
Nick does. He'll just force you to watch a movie that you don't want to see for some reason.
Like, you don't like the Joker or basically any Jokers, like, at all? Why don't you go see the Joker movie and whatever? No.
Okay, I'm sorry. That does make sense now. I'm thinking about it, but at the same time.
When she says it, but it makes sense. But when I say it, suddenly, you're
because
crazy.
like where Raheem said earlier, she's fine as fuck. I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna
So
listen to you.
I just came back. Alan, why are you betraying such small dick energy?
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did, man.
Oh, that's a lie.
With soap and water?
Yes, yes.
Did you dry them?
Longer than 5 seconds?
I did not dry them properly.
Ha! That's how you
how
get
long
them.
you wanna stretch
Ask if
your
you dry
hands for?
them.
I did rush the drying process. I will admit to that.
Roxy, how long are you supposed to rush your goddamn hand?
You should
What?
sing the happy
Only takes
birthday
5
song.
seconds.
10 seconds.
No, I'm not saying like 30 seconds, but I'm saying like you need to get under your fingernails. You need to get in between
Men don't have
fingers,
that
your
problem.
wrist, everything.
Wait,
Men
what?
don't have a problem with like washing underneath their fingernails?
Yeah, we talking about.
Ew.
I'm saying we don't have the problem because we don't have long ass fingernails with acrylics
Babe.
and pointy
Dude,
shit.
there's still
Dave.
space, brother.
You don't speak for me.
Bitch, I can do this.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus again.
Alan, you that was nothing to do with you, son. You jumped in there like, by the way, I washed my shit in the wrong
Alan,
way.
why you mad? Because I can do this? Fucking
Who's mad?
I can do this. You're not on cam. What the fuck are you doing?
I can do this.
What the fuck was that? Did you break something?
Cracked her knuckles.
Oh, that's me clicking my acrylics. Clickety clack, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, who fucking cares?
Acrylic party.
Yes.
Fuck y'all. I
that's
could
what's
feel
called,
those
too.
because the amount of times y'all scratched me and poked me.
Yeah. Alan, you gotta be
deserve
careful what you
every
say,
minute
son.
of
He's
it.
like, man, the way y'all scratch me and you guys poke me. Oh my god.
That's your fault, Alan. You
And
need to
punch.
be back in the kitchen.
God, do you want to write a
Yeah, you
statement?
did.
I never said that.
Yo, should we tell that story?
What?
If
How
we're
you-
telling the story, I'm telling it.
Look, all right, we're over the Rock part, so if you want to check out the Rock, just go back and rewatch this episode. But man, you told her to go back.
Okay,
to
if
the
we're
kitchen.
no. If we're doing this, I'm telling the fucking story.
No, you were like,
Because
man,
you two
I'm
fucking
hanging with
Choco
the
brothers are gonna make up
boys.
this
I don't
elaborate
got
fucking
time for
story.
feminine energy. Get
You are
your
the
ass
worst
back
at telling
in there and
stories.
do the dishes.
The worst. So,
Alan,
okay,
You are a
that-
horrible
kinda worse to
person
take the
and
comedy
you are
out of it, though.
sexist, Alan.
No, because I'll actually tell the fucking truth of what actually goddamn happened. So we were outside chilling. I was just this was like one of the last few nights we were gonna stay there. So we're outside chilling. Just talking about random shit. So it's me, Aganja, and Nick, just random stories. Talk about the trip, all that shit. And what happened was we just finished eating a lot of food, so the kitchen was kind of a mess. So we're going outside, we're doing that, and we kind of look back and we see them kind of cleaning up a little bit. So Roxy comes out to just say hi and whatever the hell, and she's like, "Yeah, hey, we're cleaning up." I'm like, "Oh, well, maybe we should." I literally looking at both. I'm like, "Oh, hey, maybe we should go inside and help." She then punches me in the fucking arm like 3 times. Like, yo, what the? I got scared. I'm like, what the fuck? Tells me to fuck off and walks right back into the kitchen. I'm looking back going, what the fuck did I do? I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I looked at Ganja. I'm like, did I say something? He's like, no, I don't know what happened. Should I go inside and talk? He's like, nah, she'll be fine. I'm like, okay. So like 20 minutes pass and we all go inside and all the so Ellie, Jet, and Roxy are just sitting in the corner mean mugging me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I do? She's like, man, I can't believe you told me to go back to the kitchen. What? So apparently she heard me saying, well, why don't you go back and help? As opposed to me saying to them, let's go inside and give them a hand.
Yeah, you got hit hard too, and he was just like upset.
He was sad.
Because I was like, "Why'd you hit me?" I don't know if I offended you.
In the kitchen, that's why.
I didn't say that though.
Just really quick, just to put this out there really quick. The reason why Ganja does tell stories and always allow it is because what he was gonna do was tell a story and a bit, and what you did was like write out like verbally a fucking victim statement for the police.
Because this motherfucker makes up so much shit.
Like literally, all I gotta do is put violent music in there, like. Whoa.
If you I try to tell out as many details as you need to get sure you get the whole story. Ganja will say some stupid shit like, "Oh man, and now got so fucking mad." Man, he said all sorts of shit too. They started yelling. I was like, "Motherfucker, that didn't happen."
By the way, too, just like what Cedric's putting in there, you just made a new joke about you telling women to go back to work. Like, I didn't know what you just did to yourself, you dumbass.
I did it though.
No, I will say Alan was telling us, and one thing he left out too is that he told us like twice, like before she came out, he was like, guys, we should help them. And I was like, that's nice, Alan, but I'm just gonna be in the way, and Ganja's smoking, so like maybe in a little bit. So he brought this up a couple times. Believe it or not, Alan actually is a nice guy outside of the show, but during the show he's a dick.
Oh fuck you! After last week, you don't get to say I'm a dick.
Oh, especially after last week. You
fucking called me out and kept calling me out. You had a vendetta last week.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking asshole! Fucking with me all goddamn month.
Man, Cedric said that fucking photo of me being mad at Jenny, but no. After Miami, when she drinks, she gets angry. That's not my fault anymore.
Wait, Jenny's nice as fuck. What are you talking about?
No, not when she drinks. She gets pissed off. Like I was sitting right beside her.
What'd you do to piss her off?
No, nothing. I was just talking to her.
Okay.
You told her to go back to the kitchen.
Oh, fuck off, Roxy.
No, but Alan, continue really quick because I'm curious because I didn't see Jenny mad at all, but I would love the idea of Jenny.
It was when we went to the restaurant after the club, and we were just all kind of talking and stuff. And I'm just talking to Jenny. She goes, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, see, she gets mad for no reason.
Maybe she's like, oh, fuck, it's Alan. I mean, hey, how you doing? Shit. No.
Well, I mean, if she thought that, she didn't say that to my face, but...
Oh, yeah, no, but no, Jenny's cool. Everyone, like, seriously, I'm not just saying this because I was there with y'all, but, like, all of you guys are fucking awesome. Yes, and by the way, Eddie, and I don't know if Eddie's watching, but, like, dude, the way you handle the bad shit that happens to you makes me feel so bad about myself because you deal with, like, almost as much as I do. And you're always so fucking like, yo, bro, it's fine, man. Whatever, bro.
No, we took him under our wing after the Buffalo Wild Wings story.
Yeah, man, but, like, it's just crazy. Like, I wish I had that, you know, and... Man, God, just spell his fucking name right. Outline.
Never.
Sexiest.
Never.
Garhead.
You called him sexiest.
He is.
You fucking idiot.
Man, you don't know how to spell. Holy shit.
Oh.
I thought I was bad, but goddamn.
God's trying to cheat. You're fucking stupid.
What the fuck am I gonna do with you?
You're so fucking stupid.
Stop being stupid.
This is gonna stop the show for a second because I can't get over that shit.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying to time it fast. I'm sorry.
Why? It's not like it's not like we're in a hurry for. Oh boy, I better misspell this properly quickly.
I'm fucking dying,
You misspelled both names and complimented him. You did everything wrong.
That's so embarrassing.
You know what the worst part is? The worst part about this is I wrote that ain't me because I'm so used to God just stupid shit. I didn't even notice that because I'm so used to him doing stupid things.
I was just thinking about them cakes. Hungry motherfucker. That's awesome. One thing really quick before we get into our last thing. We got a couple more things actually, but I don't know anything about this story, Alan, but I was amazed when you first told me about this, about Star Wars toy designer addresses safety hazards of Rey's new folding lightsaber, which apparently I guess is going to be like jumping on people's hands and shit.
Yeah, because Ganja was telling me about this earlier, and he's like, yeah, the thing's apparently like switch action. Because you see it there, which he kind of like clicks it out and it's switch action. And obviously, hey, as soon as they make Star Wars, they want to make some sort of toy about it so they can sell it. Yeah. The thing is apparently people are really worried that if you have the switch action and your finger and pinky's in the wrong place, it'll basically like clamp and it won't necessarily cut it off, but it could injure or maybe even break a bone. Yeah.
No, I mean it looks like it will fucking hurt. Like just judging by goddamn.
It also seems incredibly okay. I'm gonna say this straight up. Just look at the design. What a pointless. Why make it do? Just have it do the two things at the same time. So why would you want it longer?
Well, no, because to spin around so you hit the enemies around you.
Yeah.
But if you keep it as a dual item, not only can you strike, you can also strike in multiple directions and also catch a blade and disarm.
But options.
You extending it actually puts you at a disadvantage.
No, it doesn't. Because it extends your fucking like.
It doesn't. It only extends your range by 70%, but you still have the range because
only by 70%. That's almost double, you jackass. Like what the fuck?
No, it'd be half.
If it's 70%.
It reduces your range by half. It doesn't reduce your range by double.
It doesn't reduce. It's induce. It adds 70%. That's not.
But it doesn't. But it's not necessary though. Like I'm saying, it's an unnecessary. Alan, you actually lose the defensive advantage.
Alan, have you ever been in a fight before and you wish you had longer arms so you can like hit him without getting hit yourself?
No, being small has actually been an advantage to me because I can get in between people faster.
Literally, people place bets on boxers that literally have a longer reach. That's why that's measured. What the fuck? Like,
sure, that's measured, but again, there's also maneuverability that also goes into it as well. Like longer, I'm not saying longer is the most thing, but it's like that design is better defense if it's actually doing that double thing so you can actually catch a blade properly. The only reason that Darth Maul has the dual lightsabers is because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a Star Wars fan, I can verify it's just because it looks cool.
Okay, because I disagree with y'all. Like, just as a person who's watched like fights and like, it just
look at how weaponry is made.
Someone who was forced to watch these movies.
You gotta understand. Look at history and how you gotta look at history and how weapons are actually made. Like weapons are designed for you to not only be able to defend yourself, but also be able to catch weapons. Like nobody crazy has those long fucking things because those are really put you at a disadvantage. Even the one of the largest swords ever created, the Zooey Hander, which is like 7 feet, where only crazy people fucking use those.
But Alan, like even like in Star Wars, like when people are gained up on by other like dudes with the swords, like they. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's like hard to explain because it's like. Oh,
but again, I'm saying the design there is actually better for dealing with multiple people. Just like Kylo Ren's fucking broadsword is actually really good because you can block blades better.
All right, so I guess I'm wrong, y'all. Like,
you definitely are, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. But, I mean, I'm looking at this. I mean, as a toy, it's fucking stupid. I can admit to that. I mean, I guess we can all agree on that. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. But at the same time, it's like if there was a way to, like, maybe have the handles in a different, like, you know, I mean, they're parallel here. So it's like, you know, yeah, there has to be other ways to make this fucking thing. Because that's a cool weapon. That's whether or not it's smart in a real fucking fight. And by the way, we're talking about fucking Star Wars, so fuck realism.
They base all their weapons on... they base their weapons on real life stuff, but who cares what I think?
Yeah, fuck your thoughts.
Dude, it's Star Wars. Please do not defend it like it's fucking real shit.
Watch me. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. You literally can't stop me.
But Alan, I'm hoping like common sense will. Like, it's Star Wars. It's fucking Star Wars.
They literally have designed a lot of the character types based on real life stuff. Like the fucking sword, the reason the lightsabers are the way they are is because they designed it based on broadswords and knights.
So what did they base?
That's why they're using laser swords.
So what did they base the Force on? The telekinesis.
They base the Force on spiritual energy. What are you talking about?
It's Jet's meat. Stupid.
Mm-hmm. Jet's meat is the Force. Everything flows through it. Everything comes out of it.
Darth Vader's design is based off samurai.
It's based off my meat.
Like he looks like a samurai.
I hate everyone in this call. Rocks.
Alan, Nick, look at the Shmeat. Look at it.
No, I'm not looking at no goddamn.
Look at Brown Shmeat.
Here's
glowing
the thing,
green right now.
I got a question though. What are some other toys you guys feel have been dangerous for children? Because I know you guys.
Every Mexican toy Roxy has shown me.
Yes, babe.
Yeah, like what though? Because I'm very curious. Like, what has been like? I mean, do you guys want the names of them now? Because I want to show them on screen, just kind of like show how ridiculous this shit might be.
I mean, yeah. I'll go first. I'm pretty sure this was already talked about, but my cousin actually had one of these. Like, they were these one Barbie toys that you would, they have wings on them, and if you pull, like, a certain string, they go flying up in the air and shit. They go twirling and they fly up in the air, but the problem is, when they come down, they can literally fall on your fucking face.
But, like, are they attached to the Barbie, or are they by themselves?
The wings, they're attached to the Barbie.
Okay, because I'm looking. Wow, dude.
Like, the thing I forgot what they're called, but they're like some ballerina type fucking toys.
Whoa,
these fucking things?
Sky dancers.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. It looks pretty. I mean, like
that's not it. It's. I think Grok said it's called Fly Dance or something.
Fly Dancers.
SKY Sky Dancers.
Oh, Sky Dancers. Okay, Sky Dancers.
You gotta put up.
Not that.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Scroll down.
No, not the thing they put outside of fucking.
Right there.
Oh shit.
The toy.
Okay, like this one right here.
Yeah. So what happens is like they fly up in the fucking air. And
I
shit.
remember these.
Yeah, I remember these too, and it fucking hurt. I remember
they had helicopter versions for boys.
Of course they fucking did. Yeah, I think I remember the helicopter versions as a kid.
Did they have the gay line? Was it like this shit too? Yeah.
Yeah. Like... The thing is that shit is plastic, and then when it goes up in the air, you expect like, wait. Okay, how they gotta get that flop, and then they crack your fucking skull open.
And the thing is too is like they have they make a sound like, and it sounds like that would hurt if it hit my face. Ow, that fucking hurt. Like you know, it's these things are fucking they're thick, you know, like
thicker than Allen's cakes.
Mm-hmm. I remember these fucking things. God, dude, like I think, and by the way too, like I didn't play with these. Obviously, I just want to put that out there. So fuck y'all for thinking that. But another thing too is like I had the shit actually thrown on my face. So that sucked. Like it wasn't even like, oh, it fell. It's like someone threw that shit and it's heavy. Like it sucks. You know, heavy for a kid at least. One thing I want to bring up really quick too. Do you guys remember Skip It?
Break your ankles while you're playing.
Oh yeah, that one.
I had one of those.
Yeah,
I never got one of those as a kid.
So here's the thing, people. What you would do is you would put your foot in this and then the fucking holes here, and you would just jump and skip as the thing twirls around.
Yeah, try not to have it wrap around your foot and die. But yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can only do this outside, which, you know, that's where most of the concrete is. And then if you're inside your fucking house, you're going to destroy your room and then still fall.
You can't do it on the grass because it won't roll as well.
Yeah, these things fucking suck, dude. But I remember they were so popular back in the day. It's just like...
I remember one. I never got this as a kid because my parents never bought me toys on the commercials. But it wasn't Bop It. Oh, God, what was the ones with, like, you get these, like, inflatable fucking, like, things that you can just box with people with?
Soccer boppers.
Soccer boppers. Yeah. That thing's like beat the shit out of your fucking siblings and friends.
That's awesome. Soccer boppers.
The thing is that they were like balloony, so if you're hitting hard, those things pop.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll knock somebody out.
Yeah, look at these right here. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, now you can be like a real Jedi in sword fight. Slip and slides. Yo, Adrian in the YouTube chat's like slip and slides. Yeah, if you don't set those up right, you're sliding into a tree.
Those things would cut up your face.
Yeah, slip and slide. I've always wanted one of those, but then I was just like, man.
More fun than a pillow fight. Kirk remembers the fucking commercials. More fun than a pillow fight.
I put slip and slippers. I just got a bunch of fucking
slip and slide.
No, they're just a bunch of slippers. By the way, so were these pretty long, like the slip and slides?
They were at least what, like 8 to 20 feet? Like they were long.
Depends on the ones you get, because you can get the really small ones or whatever.
Yeah, it's only $40. I might get this for my fat ass. That might be kind of cool.
I mean, they're fun.
But you'll slide into a car.
The thing is, like what Alan said, you got to make sure like those things are set up correctly, or else like you're like if they're in the grass, you're gonna go straight into that fucking grass.
Also, it's not designed for adults, so don't do it, Diaz.
Okay.
No. Do it, Diaz.
Well, they look like adults right there.
Well, look at that. That can't be more than 20 feet. If you go fast enough, you go.
Look, I don't know if they have one for adults now, but originally that was the fucking Widowmaker. So many dads on 4th of July would break their goddamn neck on the fucking slip.
Yo, he's not kidding. Look up videos of that shit.
We actually had that set up at the old folks' home. Not that
you guys were trying to kill them.
Wow, you're trying to call her?
No, we put them on like, you know those little thingies that you ride on the lazy river? We put them on that, and on the part where you put your hand where the handles are, we tied 2 strings, and we'd have like 2 nurses basically just like pulling across it.
That sounds violent.
I like how these kids are like, they slide in there and the water's like, just shoot them in the fucking eye. Like, yes, break those fucking blood vessels. Blah, just shoot them in the
eyes. There's a bunch of that shit that always looked cool as a kid, but I just never got a chance to use.
I remember, dude, we were so ghetto. I remember like doing the same thing that they're doing with the water, like shooting out.
Garbage bags?
No, I've heard about that. I never tried that. But the thing is,
I never tried it either, but I've seen it.
But no, what they would do is we would get these sprinklers. We get 2 different sprinklers because we had like a splitter. You would just run through. Like, just over and over. And I was like, dude, why don't we just get the fucking hose and weigh each other? Like, this is stupid as shit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that shit.
Yeah. I've done that, like, just hitting each other with the hose.
Yeah. Not, like, hitting them with the hose.
No, I mean, not physically. No one's beat each other's ass.
He's like, what? We used to whip each other. It was great. I mean, until he died.
Until he died.
It's for Jesus. You know.
What?
I don't know, because Jesus got whipped.
Okay. Allegedly.
What?
I'm being an exorcist. Oh, this is kind of cool. A little slide from the thingy, and the kid falls down.
And the kid just runs into a wall.
Yeah. And
legit, my favorite are Roxy's toys from Mexico because they're literally death trap for kids.
Oh, yeah. No, I got to see this shit, man. Sorry, I had to mute myself because I was sneezing.
Ooh, fresh.
Oh, yes. So delicious and just gross. No, but what's the name of the stuff, the Mexican toys?
I don't know the name of it, but the one that I was talking about, it's a little box. It's in the Hangouts.
Oh, it is? Like,
yeah, I can repost it.
It's the one with the snake on it.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry about that. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck is this shit.
Doing it live, people. Doing it
live.
Professional.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm terrible at this shit. Looking over here.
Yeah, that thing. Basically, there'd be like a little part where you put your thumb and you pull that little piece of wood back. Which would cause you to like, oh, like what's in there? And then the snake would pop out, and instead of you being scared, you see where the tongue is?
Yeah.
Right underneath the tongue, there's a small needle, so it would prick you.
Needle.
Wow.
This was my mom's favorite toy. She used to like prank the fuck out of everybody.
Dick.
Needle. By the way, if I ever see that box, I'm not pulling it.
Yeah, no, fuck that, dude. But like that's the thing. That doesn't even, like. What's the fun in that toy? Like that toy's gonna get used once, and then it's just a torture device.
Oh no,
it's just a torture device.
Yeah, like tell me where the fucking cookies are. Ah! Like you know what I mean?
2 of those in the living room.
Yeah, no, that's some shit. Your
mom don't let anybody touch them. We just like here, look at it. Just don't touch nothing.
Just don't touch it so you don't get hurt.
I'll preface this with I am Mexican, so I can say this. But leave it to Mexicans to take the Jack in the Box and make it a fucking problem. Like I mean, like goddamn. Like what the fuck?
Like your ass beat with the little wooden snakes.
No.
I remember those.
What the fuck?
They were like little wooden snakes.
No, we just give you a stick and say beat your friends
around a little bit.
Because if we didn't have the bolas, which I think they call them clackers in English.
Clackers?
Oh, the bolas? Yeah, the things we use in Ark to take down fucking raptors.
No,
yeah.
Little balls attached to like 2 strings, and you.
Yeah, that's called the bola. We use that in Ark.
Like they make little noises. We would beat each other's asses with those and the wooden snakes.
Yeah, no. And
sorry, what are you looking up, dude?
No, not the bondage stuff. But
yeah, I was like, what's in the search history? That's a recommendation.
Is this what you're talking about? The clackers?
Yeah,
the anal beads. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they're like anal beads. Anal beads.
Yeah, we beat the fuck out of each other with those.
Yeah, these are loud. I didn't know that's what they were for. I had these when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, those are nice to like.
Crackers? Or is that clackers? I read crackers on that.
Yeah, someone's like crackers, click clacks, wackos, wacos.
All right, so my favorite toy, and I used to go to rodeos with my parents, and they used to have like bow and arrows, and these little cap guns, right?
Mm.
So it was a little shotgun that you pump, and it would shoot like this little cap at the end. It was just like a little one that you see in like bottles and stuff that you put in the safe stuff.
Yeah.
And it would shoot it. But if you got the pistol version, it was this little plastic hard one.
Oh,
and it would actually fire like a little bullet. Yeah. So people just started shooting each other. Every time those kids got them, we started playing Cowboy and Indians, someone always got hit in the eye.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Also, I was playing with the arrows one time, and I was about to shoot it. And I guess I pulled back too hard on the fake wood. So when I let go, the wood broke, but it broke in half and it went into my arm.
Oh shit!
So it was like this half arrow dangling out my arm.
That is.
And I go to my dad. I'm like, Dad, look at my arm. He looks at it. And you can tell it fucks him up for a second. He goes, boy, I got an idea. What? Before I could do anything, he just grabs it and yanks it.
Ooh.
Dude.
And pulls it out real quick and puts a paper towel over it.
Damn, what was the other option? Like, pull it through the other side like Rambo.
Well, no, it didn't go through. It's just dangling from like it pierced like maybe
pull
the
it to
second
the
layer.
other side. That only works if it's halfway through.
That's the yoke.
But I try to pull it as a little kid, and that shit, I would never forget that fucking pain.
Yeah, dude. No, fuck that. God damn, Ganja. Like, I'm surprised you just really told me about that shit. That's like some fucking. That's some dark shit.
Oh.
Hey, I save all that shit for you. You never know when I'm gonna drop it on you.
God dang, dude. Yeah, man. They're talking about the Nerf sniper back in the day. Man, we had this fucking like a Tommy gun version. And like I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like in a Nerf, so it's not a big deal. And I'm sitting down, and my nephew just comes up, not knowing like how it's supposed to get shot with the Nerf gun in the face, just right up against my fucking head, and it fucking hurt like a motherfucker.
He just loaded into your ass.
He was all happy. She was like, "Hey, Nico." I'm like, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Fucking shit.
Yo, Nerf toys have gone crazy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got to go to the kids section at like a Walmart or some shit and see the crazy shit they do with Nerf now, where they got like Gatling guns and shotguns and shit like
Yeah,
that.
the shotgun one, that's fucking crazy.
Dude,
yeah, it's got spreads and everything.
I laughed my ass off because they have a bolt action rifle.
Yeah.
What the?
I'm not kidding. With a scope.
Jesus, yeah.
In case you want to hang out of a tree and only fire like 3 an hour.
Fucking go guerrilla warfare on your friends from school.
Yeah, dude. And
you want to get the gun that shot JFK? Here you fucking.
You too can fight like the Viet Cong.
You can grow up to be a mass murderer shoot too.
They just give you like they give you fucking camo for like so you can hide.
It's got real kickback and shit.
Yeah, I mean another thing too that's fucking crazy is that they had the vest, which I know this is not a new thing by the way, but like they have the vest and basically the whole vest is Velcro, like it sucks whatever the thing that shot at it. So like you can cover somebody up, so like when you get shot, you know like how many times you were like shot, and like you can keep score. You even have like a piece of paper that comes with it, so you can be like, yeah, I got shot 10 times. Like it's so much fun. It's like, dude, no, like you guys are making like killing each other fucking normal. Like don't normalize this shit. But I mean, it's fun though. Like I know if I was a kid, I would buy the fuck out of that, or have somebody else buy it for me. Yeah, dude, I fucking love Nerf guns. I love all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I was saying. At some point, we on one of the trips, we gotta go paintballing.
Y'all don't remember the Oozinator?
What's up?
The Oozinator or something like that, where it was a Nerf gun and it would just like shoot out ooze.
Oh, water guns were
no,
okay.
It wasn't a water gun. It was like this weird sticky cum-like substance that kids just like throw at each other.
Oh, do you remember the commercial for that? Where it's like, oh,
yeah.
Did y'all ever get pelted in the face by one of those slime toys?
Yeah.
That shit was
that shit hurt. It was like getting smacked in the fucking face.
But here's these happy. By the way, I just want to show this motherfucker. This guy, he's just like, here I am, Todd. I'm gonna jerk it and I'm gonna shoot. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, in my mouth.
My cummies ain't got no money. I'm stupid.
Fucking gross.
Yo, fucking commercials as a kid were fucked up.
Dude, what the fuck is that shit?
That's what we call the jizz.
Look at that shit. Oh, that's disgusting.
In my mouth.
Oh, you like that sticky shit?
Also,
don't
the
you, kid?
90s, there's a good chance that shit was toxic.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Those kids probably got fucking like fungal cancer or some shit in their lungs.
They have to fucking throw up afterwards. Like, oh god.
What, babe?
It ruins your clothes.
I believe it.
Oh, the Oozinator. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, that's what I'm going to nickname my dick for now. Just like, hey, the Oozinator. Woo! Like, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Those things
babe, I'm dropping ooze.
Like, shit like that and, like, the Mr. Bucket
that shit
thing.
you're sleeping outside.
But it's weird. It's like shit like that and then the Mr. Bucket thing where they just... Grown adults make this shit and they don't understand, like, these commercials, how they sound. Like, the whole fucking, like, Mr. Bucket, put the balls in my mouth, the Mr. Bucket. Like, dude, you saying put the balls in my mouth?
Okay.
Yeah, like, you would think that these fucking kids would be like, yo, that's fucked up. Like, don't, like, I don't know. The parents need to watch these commercials with the kids. They just know, like, hey, that's fucking weird. And Ganja, Alan!
What am I doing?
Notification!
What?
I don't know, I'm just fucking with you, because, yeah, I know you would yell at Ganja if he was doing that, but...
Oh, yeah. Of course, I yell at Ganja for all sorts of shit.
Yeah, but no, anyways, to move on from this, man, one more thing I want to touch on. I'm kind of curious.
One more thing!
Yeah, fuck moon shoes.
What?
Fuck moon shoes.
Those things broke your
Oh yeah, moon shoes.
I do not remember Moonshoe.
I remember the conversation we had, and I got into jet skin so easily.
But there's this new video game that came out, and I was going to talk about this last time we did a show, but I just want to talk about it now. So I do not like Cuphead. I like some of the things that Cuphead has done, but I gotta tell you, I don't think it's cool though that someone else trying to copy the work that they put into this. And now you know they put as much work into it. But there's a game called Enchanted Portals, and I guess it's a Kickstarter, and they expect people to donate for them to basically redo Cuphead. And if you're looking at this, I mean, it looks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
I was like, well, okay. It's like, hey, so some games sometimes have similar art styles. I can roll with this, but this almost seems like the exact same kind of game.
I mean, it basically is, but just like you can definitely tell, like you can definitely tell this wasn't made the same way fucking Cuphead was.
No, it was made faster.
Yeah, because like
better in a sense. I mean, if you think about it. No. I know Jet stopped right there. Are you mad that I said that this is basically like better than Cuphead?
Oh hell yeah! Shut up.
No, because like, how do you feel like they did this? Because I mean, it looks very similar. I mean, obviously it's not hand drawn.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm like. When you're looking at the art, you can definitely tell Cuphead actually looks better. Like this gets like choppy at certain points. It's not as smooth as a Cuphead is, but I mean it's cleaner in a sense. The lining's different.
It's cleaner because they're using they're using more traditional game making. They probably have they probably did a mix. Whereas like Cuphead
just looks like more like Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this is like over like this. It's like it's one thing if you take something that has a similar art style, because like that happens all the time, especially with similar companies. You're also taking the exact same kind of gameplay for the most part. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win because there's enough different stuff, and you can't really sue someone for a similar art style unless they straight up taking character models. And besides the eyes and maybe the moon looks kind of similar, everything here is at least a unique looking asset. The only thing you could do is a situation where I don't know if you guys remember this, but Westworld was doing some sort of like mobile app, like Fallout Shelter, and they apparently just literally ripped the coding and made the game based on the same coding. But this situation, I think that it's just gonna be like, well, they're gonna make a huff, but I doubt any legal action is gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think they're almost completely funded for this.
Yeah, so it's crazy because you would think that people would be against this. They'd be like, okay, listen, like you're asking us to donate to help you do this thing that you didn't do anywhere near as much work as fucking Cuphead did, and you're stealing their fucking idea. But yeah, you want money? Okay, I'll give it to you. It's like, wow.
Well, again, if people look at it and be like, well, because this thing is people like, I don't think Cuphead to me just never looked fun. But if people think that this looks fun, it's like, hey, people will still enjoy this. To look at the gameplay, going, hey, I got to play something that's kind of like Cuphead. I love Cuphead. I don't know if they're going to make a sequel, so let me play something that's just like it.
And you know, that's the biggest thing right there too. Is like, you know, Cuphead should have came out with a bunch of DLC by this point and tons of other things, and they're not. And it's like, okay, you know, if you're not gonna, it's almost like that whole thing. And this is not right either, by the way. So don't think that this is people. But like sometimes girls who have stolen a guy say, hey, if you're not gonna fuck with him, he wants to be fucked, I'll fuck him. I'll take him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like this game's doing the same thing. It's kind of like, hey, you know, your gamers are gonna cheat on you if you don't deliver, if you don't give them some fun. And it's like, you know, I'm sorry, but whatever you're giving us, whatever updates you did, whatever DLC you did, it's just not enough. And
well, I mean, like they are, but the thing is, hand-drawn animation takes time. Like, I'd rather them take time with their product there than just throw it out and shit.
Like these guys are definitely capitalizing on the Cuphead trend because people are thirsty for more Cuphead stuff, and it's like, well, now there's a vacuum. Well, let's just release something, even if it doesn't look as good. If it's at least fun, we could sit there and charge like 15 to 20, make a fun game. And we'd have to sit there and spend like 20 million, 30 million to do a fucking indie hand-drawn. We spent half that. We're still going to make a lot of money because people want more Cuphead. It's like, to me, it's like, yeah, this came out at a great time.
Yeah, Julian says, and I'll read JP's comment too, but he says, the creator said it was inspired by Cuphead to be like Cuphead, so what's wrong with that? Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, just admitting to your wrongdoings is not enough. Like, let's just say I robbed your house. I was like, no, I meant to rob your house. I wanted your shit. You had better shit than me, and I took it. Okay, thank.
Okay,
well,
but but the thing is, no, he's not saying that. He's basically saying like Nick, you got a new car. It's crazy car. You perfectly detailed it, and then your neighbors like went and bought the exact same car and detailed it identically. You're like, well, shit, what the fuck did you do? I spent all this money and time and to detail this car, and you didn't say that. Well, no, I was inspired by you. That's still really fucking annoying. Comedians do that shit all the time. I was inspired by your jokes, so I did something similar. It's like, well, no, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
I worked my ass off to do this.
Like the thing is, like this looks exactly the same, like how Cuphead is, like minus like different bosses and stuff like that, and the main characters. It still shoots the same way, like still same mechanics.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna be inspired by something, you have to do stuff differently, not just have like different graphics and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like you, like do different animations, maybe like have different like fucking like do different stuff in like the world building or whatever.
At least
like it can't be the exact same fucking thing.
I'm trying to think of another example of this because I feel like this happens somewhat in the industry where
it happens a lot.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head where it's like, oh man, this game came out and we're inspired by we're gonna do something kind of
the
similar.
whole Overwatch, Battle Bright,
those games were but those games are straight like we're trying to rip off we're trying to get into the same market. I'm talking about like, hey, they literally came out and said we're inspired by them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hell, like, actually, a really good example of someone who was inspired by something and actually made something that a lot of people love is fucking Stardew Valley. Like they were inspired by fucking Harvest Moon.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect example actually. Yeah,
like because like same mechanics or whatever, but they did enough to where it's just like it's its own thing.
It doesn't feel like the same game.
Like another game, guy. Like
I will say though, Harvest Moon's art's way better.
Well, like another thing too that makes it even more egregious is like, okay, like this is an example. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Dangerous Driving or something. It's basically the spiritual successor to Burnout. Do you remember what that game's called? It just came out like 6 months ago. Oh, God.
I don't remember off the top of my head. Sorry.
I know. I'm
that
sorry.
happens all the time with the racing games, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. I feel like there's like a bunch that I played off the top of my like. I mean, Saints Row is probably the quickest thing. Is it was heavily inspired from GTA. I saw San Andreas.
Yeah, here I think it is right here. I mean,
he says drive dangerously. I think is what it's called.
Yeah, and actually, I think we're thinking of the wrong one because I looked up dangerous driving, and this is it. But you'll see over here, Nalan, you played Burnout. I mean, so you know, like, I mean, it's literally the exact same.
Yo, that's Crash Physics, man.
And they're calling it.
Who's it made by?
By the way, it's the same company or same people.
Same developers. Okay, yeah, because that's Crash Physics. How have I never played this?
Because it just didn't get a lot of people were really against it. They were talking shit, saying like, "Oh, you're stealing Burnout," but they're not realizing that no, these people, some of them are people that worked on Burnout. But the thing is, there's no competition because Burnout's not doing anything, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah, because the Crash Physics was the coolest part because you'd fuck up, but the way it would crash and the sparks, and then you could just control it too. It was cool as shit.
Yeah, and the thing is like, you know, this game looks great. And the thing is, like, I would talk shit about this, but for one, it's not as expensive. They didn't do some Kickstarter shit, as well as the fact that, you know, there's not competition with Burnout. Burnout's not in the game right now. Cuphead is still new, y'all. Like, you're gonna try to take their fan base and play the same type of shit.
Well, again, this is a trend that happens a lot, and it's like I'm sorry, like I get that people are pissed off because this is just like Cuphead, but don't act like this is a surprise. Like people are like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Like. Yeah, they jumped on a trend. This happens all the goddamn time. Like, if the game is fun, I think that's at the end of the day, that's what matters. Because again, Saints Row, people are like, "Oh my god, this is just a San Andreas ripoff." It was 100%, but it did enough cool stuff that it grew into its own series.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you are going to be inspired, do it. But one of the only things that bothers me with it is it looks so similar, so I feel like it's just gonna play exactly the same. That's why I would never get into it.
Like another thing too, and I love this game, but Bloodstained Ritual Tonight. When you see this game, and there's other games too. By the way, I'm being lazy and just saying the newest shit that's come out, guys. So don't call me on it because I'm doing it myself. But there's this game, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and it's literally Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's literally the same fucking game. I mean, there's very little that's not that. But the thing is, Symphony of the Night came out in the 90s. This is 20 years later. I think it's okay that they come out with something like this. And Castlevania has already said, hey, we're not doing so much 2D. I think they did do something 2D for like the mobile devices.
Oh, Castlevania. Sorry, Konami doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with any of their series anymore.
Yeah,
so
yeah, they don't give a fuck. So you know, it's okay to do that. But it's just like I said, it goes back to the whole like when Medal of Honor tried to copy Call of Duty a little bit. I was like, okay, you guys are just trying to win back something, and it's like that was shitty of Medal of Honor to do that. And I love Medal of Honor. I love the franchise. That's like actually my first war game like experience, and then they just kind of steal that shit from Call of Duty back. I was like, you guys should do your own thing. You're winning. What the fuck? So, anyways, as far as that goes, though, I mean, we'll see when this game comes out. I do want to play it. I mean, if they have something where like you get to try the game out for like $10, I'll do it. But yeah. Alan, you gotta play Cuphead at some point, by the way. I really want to watch you.
I'm sorry, but like, I said this on the show before. I don't really like side scrollers anymore. Now, when I go back and play a classic side scroller like Super Mario World or Mega Man X, fuck yeah, I have a great time because those games were made in the pinnacle of the technology that they currently have. And now it's like, well, okay, why am I going to play something that's essentially kneecapping itself to a fucking to try to be like what those games used to be? It's like, no, like a lot of the games I play are basically like, hey, let's just do some cool, crazy shit, and let's do some interesting fucking shit. Like even with Gears of War 5, it's like, yes, it's still Gears, it's still a Gears thing, but I'm liking the way they're telling the story. I'm liking the event. I'm liking the environments. I'm liking the adventures they're going on. I'd rather play games like that that are pushing what they can versus playing something that's just trying to be the peak of something that peaked years ago.
Yeah, no, I see your point there. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for that fucking game. I forgot the name of it already, so like I don't think it's gonna do that well.
I'm not gonna fucking like look into it at all.
Yeah, man. But anyways, so now, if you guys don't want, because here's the thing, we're not gonna do spoiler talks on this, because I feel like a lot of this movie is spoilers.
Oh, I'll spoil the fuck out of it.
I don't want you to, man.
It's been a week.
Can you not though?
Fine.
I'm sorry. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, because there's some things that you can't avoid, and if we do fuck up, hey, dude, I'm sorry.
There's
like,
grass in the movie.
And no, Joker spoiler talk. There's no reason for that shit, man. Sorry, there's just no reason.
It's weird. Like Joker's one of those movies where it's like, unless you go really, really specific, hey, in this sequence this happened, it's really not it's really a movie you can't really spoil, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, because for one, it's just like I still don't know what I saw. There's certain things I think I was wrong about. Because it's like it's so shut weirdly. Same with this.
Spoilers! It has a fucking clown.
Spoilers! Spoiler! He gets called like anything that you can think of as a spoiler is in the trailer. He gets called Joker at some point. He gets on the Robert De Niro show at some point. Unless you want to sit there and be like, okay, at this scene he killed this person specifically. That's really the only thing you can say in a spoiler talk. Our review is pretty comprehensive of talking about the background, of talking about the philosophy, of talking about what the movie's actually trying to go for. Like our review doesn't need to be spoiled. Like you could watch our thing and never have seen the movie, or seen the movie and still get everything we're talking about.
Hey man, honestly, I hate that the movie's getting a lot of bad press because it's not really an incel movie. It's actually a very good critique on capitalism and how society should care for the most vulnerable. But
yeah,
it also leaves way to some people to think like, oh man, I'm the Joker, I'm misunderstood and all that bullshit. If you think that, you're part of the problem. And
the best way to sum up the Joker is it's the extreme situation of if a mentally disturbed person is just left completely unchecked. It's the extreme example of what can happen if basically the world around them has no nets to protect them.
It's so boring in so many parts. That's why I had to give it like a matinee.
Yeah. I think that it's up its own ass for the first half. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. I give it the exact same rating.
Alan, this is off topic. Do you want a Snickers?
Yeah.
Because you're not being yourself right now. Because you're saying something positive. I don't know.
Actually, I was just offering them a fucking Snickers.
I was like, wait, what? Like, did I say it?
I got some cake right now, and there's a Snickers.
Julian, I got what the movie was doing, but guess what? It was also boring and very up its ass. So man.
Between you and Gertz,
does anyone else want a Snickers?
No, Gertz is going out of his way. Gertz is like a badge of honor on a pedestal. The movie's boring.
I gotta say, Julian and Gertz are like the worst of both sides. Because I actually agree way more with Julian than I do with Gertz. But like, I don't even know if he like overloves it. And then like with Gertz, it's like, do you actually hate it that much? Like Gertz is like going in on it where it's like, okay, guy, stop being an asshole. I think
Gertz is just pissed off with the fucking hyping, and he's just like, man, all this overhype for fucking nothing. So it's like, imagine you're like overhyped thinking the movie's gonna be 11, and then you walk out, it's a 1. Like, if no one was hyping, he'd be like, whatever, I don't care. But everyone was driving this as like the second coming of whatever the fuck. So he's just like, yeah, fuck y'all.
No, and another thing too, like,
hey, Diaz.
What's up?
Do you want a Snickers?
You got Butterfinger?
No, I don't got it.
Ew. We don't have those in Canada anymore.
No, Butterfingers are fucking disgusting.
They changed it now. It's fucking really gross. It was.
They did that with Smarties. Before. I don't know what happened.
No, Smarties still taste the same.
Maybe it's Canadian, but like there was a time where Smarties just started tasting like shit.
Wow, Jesus. What? No Snickers? Cloudy Cody, Snickers is nasty, dude. That's like the fucking.
Really? Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to give it away. Like I don't want to eat.
What are you talking about? Snickers are great.
Snickers are nasty.
I don't know what y'all saying. That's just good.
Well, they're
Butterfingers and Snickers are a low tier.
Nah, they're not. Okay, they're not like high tier, but I wouldn't call them low tier.
Yeah,
I would.
They're mid tier.
But it's time to get into this fucking review. Because I'm curious. I hope we don't fight too much. I really do.
Well, if someone gets too angry, I got this Snickers. Just ask for it.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say that we're gonna start this review straight off, Nick. You gotta tell me one goddamn thing before we start. Did you like this fucking movie?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, you motherfucker! I know what that means.
I'm not gonna start that fight with you right away. I'm just not.
Oh, I know what that means.
Yeah. All right. So let's film in the tall grass. I guess here's the thing. You could say I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
You heard my fucking review of One of Us.
Yeah, but I knew you were gonna say it beforehand. I knew because you were bitching about this at the trailer, man. Because here's the thing, and this is where I come across, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but this is a dramatic psychological thriller first and a horror movie second. Okay, and like here's the thing, in my opinion, I don't think the movie has been slightly up to debate as far as being one of the scariest Stephen King stories or whatever. I don't think people are talking about it like that.
Nah.
Like no one's really saying, "Oh, you should watch this fucking horror movie." So I don't understand like the hatred or not the hatred, but just like how much you want to like say this is not scary because no one really says.
I'm not even saying it's scary. I'm saying it's such a stupid idea of a concept. Like you could be a scary movie and just be a thriller. Like the first It, I would say that's way more of a thriller than a horror movie, but it was still scary. Yeah. This is a situation where it's trying to be, oh man, you're like lost in this grass. And I'm like, oh god, you're fucking killing me. The most boring, mundane thing in the world. That's why I started off the review in the ball pit.
No, man, you always got no. That's a stupid joke, goddammit. No, because here's the thing, like whether or not I'm talking shit about the scariness of the movie or that fact that's not there. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because the movie's not really trying, and that's why I'm not going to use this as a knock against the movie. Because when people laugh at the movie in the title and laughing at the trailer, like, "Ooh, tall grass, I'm so scared." It's like, yeah, you're joking, but it's clear that the movie is not trying to make you scared of the title. There's something more in there. You know what I mean? Because the premise consists of a brother and sister driving off outside the hometown. I forgot where they're driving to.
They're driving to is it San Francisco or San Diego? It's one of those
San Diego,
Sans.
I believe. Yeah, that sounds actually more accurate. But they're basically going to donate the sister's baby. And the only reason, like, here's the thing, like, that's not necessarily a spoiler because they reveal it like within the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's early.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know why they don't bring it up in the trailer because the thing is like, as soon as the movie starts, you feel like these two characters are like together because it's like a weird little awkward relationship that they have.
I think they wanted to do it halfway through the movie, but it never really gets dealt with.
Yeah, exactly. And it's almost like you don't even know how. I mean, we'll get into that later, but you don't know anything at the end of this fucking movie. But aside from that, though, these two stop by a church, and all of a sudden they hear a voice in the grass calling them, and because they are normal people, Alan.
No, because they're stupid idiots. They decided to go in.
Because they are people. Like, by the way, let me ask you a question. If you're in the fucking grass or in the corn maze, and you're like, somebody help me, would you want someone to go fucking help you, Alan?
Nah, save yourself.
I mean, I'm not running no fucking corn maze.
Look, if I am lost and I got my dumbass lost in a situation, I'm not gonna sit there. Hey Nick, come get lost with me. I'll be like, hey Nick, go just live.
I don't think that's the case. I think you want someone to help.
If it ain't Roxy, I ain't going after nobody except a few people I know.
Well,
exactly.
Do the smart decision. Live.
I'm just saying, some people do that.
You are not come to save my ass.
Well, yeah, because you're an asshole.
But he was straight crumb on your ass, though. I know he would do that for you.
Don't lie to me.
They go out into the woods, and then therein lies the entire movie. The fact that, yeah, it's the woods, and they're lost, and that in itself is the scare. That's the thrill. And personally, I feel like that's enough. I'm a human being, and I know what it's like to be scared and be lost somewhere. And I think there's enough to keep me on my toes and uncomfortable. Unlike fucking Alan here, who just wants to be angry and say, "Oh, like what dumb fuck would go and save another person?"
I'm sorry. Even if I get past the concept of them trying to help it, well, sure, fuck it, whatever. I might be more of an asshole. I can understand a normal person trying to go in there, but it's like it's such a fucking thing. As soon as they go in there, it's like it's trying so hard, so desperate to make this not a stupid concept. Like this idea of like, oh man, we're trying to make it so that you're getting lost, but it's like it's such a mundane fucking like the way the movie's even shot. It's so mundane. Of like this is just such a dull fucking child fucking like came up with this idea of being lost in fucking grass that it just comes across of just like, well, how are we gonna make this anything more than a comedy? Because it's such a comedic fucking idea. So the movie's trying to sit there and be like, okay, how are we gonna make this maybe not necessarily scary, but how are we gonna put you on edge, make you feel uncomfortable? Well, make it so tall they can't see anything. Okay, but they can easily solve that problem. Well, we gotta sit there and make it like psychological too, because now there's no rules. So that you're scared or at least something. And I'm like, holy shit, most of this the first hour of this movie is Marco Polo.
Yeah, because that's the thing I was about to say, because like the movie is all about atmosphere, but to say something against the movie is that, yeah, it is like fucking Marco Polo, and it takes you out the movie big time. Like where, Becky and Cal call each other's names.
Becky!
For literally 8 minutes straight, by the way. Like,
oh my God.
8 minutes they say it, and then they take a break, and then they do it again for another 8 minutes straight. And you would think that that's like, those numbers I just said are not very long, but for a movie that isn't very long in general, and it spends a lot of time in silence, hearing most of the dialogue that's used in the movie to be just them saying each other's names over and over again is fucking insane. It's like, dude, what the fuck am I watching? And that's where
I was almost bashing my head against my fucking table, like, oh, we get it. I've heard her. The only reason I remember the characters' names is because they literally say almost every single character's name 100 fucking times. Yeah. Tobin, Cal, Becky,
Inuyasha,
Kagome. Might as well. That's the whole movie.
Fire, heart.
Oh, it takes crazy. So long to get anywhere, and then you're like, you're so like situated where it's like, okay, I can get past the names, get to the psychologically weird stuff, but as soon as it happens, it's so kind of like, oh man, it's time travel. You're like, why? There's like, I get being weird, and I was like, okay, it's one of those situations where when you're trying to do something weird, where you're doing psychological thriller, there's certain things you can kind of pick with it of how you're gonna fuck with people, but this goes to such a degree that it's so illogical. Like when we look at It, that's a psychological thriller. But what did the Pennywise do with the clown? He didn't sit there and do some crazy shit of future. It's like no, he went and found the individual fears to fuck with him. And don't tell me that the movie doesn't want to do that, because as you go to 30-40 minutes into the movie does want to start fucking with them. But the weird time travel loop it's going to is such a overtly like crazy concept that it actually doesn't fit with what the actual fuck is really going on.
Yeah. I mean, I see your point there too, and what even gets stranger too about this movie is that as it goes along, you meet other characters, and the weird thing is, like, you don't know who to root for, because sometimes they're crazy, sometimes they are normal, sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're the villain, sometimes they're the hero, sometimes they have a weird alternative motive. Yeah, you have no idea who you should like attach yourself to, whether you're gonna attach yourself negatively to them or positively to them, because no matter what, the movie just wants to like fuck with your head, and that's fine, but like that's the whole movie as your head's being fucked with. Because the point, like, here's the thing, I was watching this last night when we were in a call, right, and right away I was like, I gotta tell you, Alan is fucking wrong. I love this movie, like I'm digging it, I like the atmosphere and everything.
Oh, well, I fucking figured.
But then, to your point, you get to a point where it's like, I mean, dude, like there's something about this too that I want to bring up to you, and I actually was going to message you personally to talk about this. But there's an issue here that Mother had with Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence. That fucking movie came out in 2017, where they try to do like this weird metaphor for the Adam and Eve shit. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I don't understand the biblical philosophy of like, hey, like let's do the opposite of this particular thing, but you can only notice this if you're a person who has read the Bible or understands how certain things work. And the metaphor still doesn't work, because guess what? The Bible doesn't have time travel. So what the fuck?
I get what they wanted to do. Okay, the problem. I'm gonna say it straight up. I understand the movie showcases of what the time travel aspect actually means, but the problem is them fucking with you. I'm sorry, the time travel aspect is the dumbest part of this fucking movie, and it's a movie about you getting lost in fucking grass. And I'm sorry, time travel's not a spoiler. We see it in the fucking trailer. Like, this isn't me spoiling it. And honestly, it came out a week ago. I don't fucking care. Like, this movie pisses me off so goddamn much. I don't care. And there's still enough to the movie that I've not even actually talked about, that saying time travel is not really a spoiler. It happens really quickly in the fucking movie. You know it happens really quickly in the fucking movie, because by the 30-minute mark, we know that. It's like, it's already set there. So it's like, oh man, sorry I spoiled 20 minutes of this movie, to which the first 40 is Becky, Cal, Becky. But like, what they wanted to do is they wanted to do some crazy stuff with it, where it's like, oh, all the decisions you're making are happening, but that never amounts to anything. Anything that they want to come up with this crazy bullshit never amounts to anything. It just feels like a random hodgepodge of ideas that they just strung together to hope that they can get a narrative. This movie's an hour and 40 minutes, and it feels like 3 hours.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You're saying like, it feels like a hodgepodge of just random ideas, but these ideas are actually really, really good ideas. So you get, I know it's like annoying, because like, here's the thing. It's like, I see your point. Like, I will admit that you were right in certain ways. I at first did not agree with you, but as the movie continued on, I'm like, okay, I agree with him. But at the same time, it's like, these stories were never about the tall grass. That was not the movie. And we talked about this when we talked about the trailer, about like, oh, Stephen King likes to do these weird fucking things. I'm not scared of grass, blah, blah. It's not about that. And it's not about one thing either, because you get these scares and these like climaxes to tons of stories, and we don't know which story is actually true or not, whatever the fuck. But you get these things that, taken out of the movie itself, it's effective. It's super effective. There's many times I was watching this and I'm like, holy shit, I was not expecting that. Oh my god, I'm not expecting the reverse of that, because like, I'm so confused, but yeah, I'm still uncomfortable watching the movie. And it was, I mean, the music, the fucking, I'm not trying to say this because Julian's in the call. I'm not trying to say this to piss you off, but the lighting, the shots, the way it was shot, like the fact that the grass is like an entity. Just like water, there's many things in life that are scarier when you think about the scope of it. Like, I don't know if you thought about this when we were in Miami, but like the water and the fucking hurricane that we may have gonna deal with.
Like there are things in Miami that scared me. I'm not gonna get into this podcast because this isn't about me. But even what you're talking about when it comes to this movie, it's like it's trying its best to get you on edge. But the problem is, it never feels like it ever commits to anything. It never feels like it uses this time travel element really that interesting. Like, Julie's basically yelling at me for spoiling. I'm like, I'm sorry. A lot of that stuff is really, really early into the film. None of that stuff really ever gets brought up. It feels like they bring it up for the scene, and then by the time it hits the next scene, it doesn't really ever matter. And that's something that really starts to bother me, especially, like, there are some real spoilers I can go into of stuff that really bothers me. But my biggest problem with this movie is it brings up this stuff, and it almost immediately drops it without any further explanation. And then it gets to a point where it's like, you are just being random for random's sake and just hoping that this concept it has enough of a foundation to let you get away with crazy stuff. And I'm sorry, it doesn't. I've seen better psychological thrillers. If you, for people that figure one of us, go look up the movie review I did for True Fiction. Mm-hmm. That movie is a psychological thriller in which you don't know what's going on, in which it's like, holy crap, what the hell is actually happening? And it's really well done. It's my favorite movie I've ever watched with the Screener Squad. So be sure to check that. Be sure to check out either the movie or the review to be like, hey, that's how you do psychological thriller. This is just be as random as possible and hope that the weird nuggets we put in is enough to hold this movie up, but it doesn't. It's trying so hard. It's so hard to work with this material, but this material is not enough of a foundation to make you interested in any of these characters.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I will say that, like, it's random, but when you find out what the end of the movie is, there's pieces from the film that literally connect, and you do have a story that does not have a continuity issue.
It does actually. It has a huge continuity issue. Or not necessarily continuity, but like there's a huge thing that gets dropped or brought up for no reason. And I wish I could explain it, but that is an actual spoiler. But there is something that happens in this movie that almost every time travel movie does, but it happens randomly. It makes no sense and it leads to nothing.
Yeah. And by the way, like, I mean, it's so right there, so I guess we'll talk about it for a second. But, like, it's not a spoiler if you're paying attention.
Can I talk about it? Because I can make it quick.
The brother and sister thing, you can. Because I don't know if we can say what I'm going to say, but it's just like...
It's not a big deal.
It's not a spoiler. I mean, it's like, so, if you're paying attention, it's so fucking not a spoiler. But what are you going to say?
Well, no, because I was going to... Okay, I'll say this. It involves a cell phone.
Yeah, I feel like
that's a spoiler, so I don't want to go into it, but... Okay, for people that saw the movie, the cell phone bit gets brought up, never utilized, brought up again out of nowhere, and completely gets dropped. It is never used again, and it is no reason why it needs to be there.
Yeah. Like I'll bring it up. Yeah, we won't spoil it, but like it is. I'll talk about it in the after hours. I'll explain.
Yeah, we'll talk about the after hours because I don't give a goddamn shit.
Yeah, because the thing is, the thing that they're doing with time travel, you find out it's not actually time travel. It's like this other aspect of certain things too, and you'll find out when you watch it. But that's the problem with the movie is that, we're talking about this, and almost you would think like, oh my god, this is a spoiler just us saying that part. But the thing is, the movie is so open, not ended. It's just open, like existent. You know what I mean? Like anything you see that's happening, you can kind of pick and choose what the fuck's happening, and that's why it's so great because it builds an atmospheric like fear of, or not even fear, but just confusion. Like, am I seeing what's actually happening, or am I not? There's about half of this movie that actually didn't happen, or did it? Like the way this movie ended, did it end that way? I don't know. Who knows? It's perspective.
I'm sorry, but like to cut you off, like I'm sorry, but like as much as the movie wants to showcase that, it does so many things that don't actually work within whatever the hell it's doing that it feels a hodgepodge of randomness that it has so many cool ideas, but it never commits to anything. So even if you're in a situation of like, oh man, this idea seemed kind of cool, the movie's already forgotten about it and moved on to another idea. Yeah. That it's like, what the hell is this movie then?
Yeah, because another thing too, to the point that you made, and I'll use what you just said as a bounce off to say something positive at the same time, not just versus you, but like when you say that, that's an issue for sure as far as the characters go. But it almost feels like it's like an actor's reel to show like, hey, I can play a villain and I can play a good guy. Yeah, because so many people like when they do this thing where like it's not even time travel, but it's just like certain things happen where you get to see both the good and the bad of all these people. There's no good guy, there is no bad guy, there's no victim, there is no villain. Everything is just fucking crazy. But it's a showcase because I will say the only thing that's great about this movie is I fucking love the actors. This is the only thing that Patrick Wilson has ever done that I fucking loved him on. I mean, he does the fucking hero thing good. He does a villain thing good. He does confused. He does upset, emotional, distraught, everything so fucking well. And I'm so used to Patrick Wilson being so boring in everything he's in. He makes me want to go to sleep. And here, he was the star, and he's barely in the fucking trailer. He's amazing. And then, like, this girl who plays Becky, I don't know who the fuck she is. I don't know who any of these people
Becky.
are. Cal! And by the way, so lots of horror movies, like, for instance, It Chapter fucking 2, I cannot remember any of these people's fucking names. Because I don't give a fuck, because I'm here for the
Well,
star
yeah, but
anyway.
this movie he spends 20 minutes telling everyone's names like 80 times. It's the only reason I remember that shit.
Yeah, but you know them. You know.
Oh my god.
You know who they are, man. And you know
that does not mean that it's not a, the reason I know them is because I hate the movie so much.
I know the history of Travis. I know the name of the fucking dog. I know Talon. I know the Rebecca, or no, it's either Rebecca or Natalie. I can't remember, but I know everybody. Like, I know all these people's names.
Because they say their names 80 fucking times. That's not a good reason to remember something. Nick, if I kick you in the shin 18 times a day, you'll always remember the exact spot I kicked you. That doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Well, no, fuck you.
I'm sorry. It's the same fucking thing. Like, the point where it's like, Becky, I'm just falling asleep because I'm like, you're just repeating the exact same thing over and over again.
Okay, yeah, but see, that's where we will, because, like, here's the thing. What happens in the movie, we're not disagreeing on. So, obviously, you pay attention, I pay attention. We both saw the same fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I felt happy about some of those things that you're complaining about, and it's just a difference in taste. I will say, though, at the end of the movie, I felt very blue-balled. I was just like, man, I was expecting, like, one last moment
release
of
whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just like, man, I sat here, because I watched it, like, basically twice. Like, I had to rewind it the second time I watched it because I missed a couple things. And I rewatched the fucking thing, and I'm like, oh, man, that's a total, like, 2 hours or 2.5 hours I spent watching this, and I am fucking so
Movie's
disappointed.
an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I know, but after rewinding it. So it's like... Yeah,
I know, but it's like, the fact that you had to go through that extra shit, because I felt like I watched it for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's wrong with it. It's just, like, there's certain things that probably could... Like, it gets to a point where, like, when they do, like, the third time of the Becky, Cal,
Oh,
Cal, I'm like, yo... Shut the fuck up. I was so fucking irritated. I was like laughing out of anger. Just like, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I'm watching this movie. So with that, man, here's the thing. As far as how it compares to most Stephen King movies, this is one of his best. Sorry. I have a lot of negative shit.
I mean, it's not one of his worst. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, I feel like this is better than fucking... It's not better than Gerald's Game. It's not better than Maximum Overdrive. But holy shit, it's better than that boring fucking The Shining. I like this way better than the fucking Shining. I'm sorry. That pisses people off. I like this better than a lot. Dreamcatcher, I like this better than that. You know, Dreamcatcher has its moments.
Dreamcatcher's a piece of shit. I put this almost on the same level.
Yeah, but yeah. Julian, so you're saying chat tag, cut the grass too short.
What?
Yeah, I like the fucking pun. But here's the thing, though. It's like, looking at the movie, there's lots of, like, questions I had, too, that I'm like, well, why? Like, there's a lot of cars parked at that church, man. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry, I have 100 million questions for that fucking movie that it's never going to bother answering because it doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. My only question that's not a spoiler is, if this fucking grass field in the middle of who gives a fuck stand from where the fuck to San Diego has been murdering people for years and apparently centuries, how has nobody noticed?
Yeah, and here's the thing, and like Julian is like, yikes, and they better than Jack Nicholson. That's the thing, is like that the editing of the movie is the atmosphere. The editing of the movie is, here's Johnny, and then she runs out, and then it's a snow chase, which, by the way, it looks like they're shot at 2 different times because they're never in the same fucking frame together. And, okay, cool. I wasted 2 hours to get to a 10-minute climax. I really wasn't as good as what America keeps fucking saying it is. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I love Stephen King, but I'm not overhyped on the fucking movies, and I know exactly what I'm getting when it comes to those fucking things. This movie is
so set your expectations incredibly low, and you'll be satisfied.
Yeah, but is there something wrong with that? It's a Netflix movie.
Yeah, that's how I knew that. I set my expectations exactly where it needed to be, and it met my fucking crazy bullshit.
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, Diaz.
Thank you, because like, dude, like, it's a Netflix movie. It's Stephen King. Were you expecting fucking like what were you?
I was expecting something like as much as okay. If you go back to my review of Gerald's Game, my issue with Gerald's Game is I just didn't think the psychologically thrilling aspects were that interesting. But I still understood the quality in this movie. I still, for the most part, relatively enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as y'all, but I'm just like, yeah, I wanted a different movie than what I got, as opposed to, and it's all like, okay, I think they should have did this and did this differently, and I wanted more of an escape story versus more of her just dealing with the trauma. I'm like, whatever. What I wanted was what the movie was getting me, but I understand that situation of being chained and you're just stuck. I understood a lot about that movie, and I could tell that there's quality to that. It Chapter 1, I love that fucking movie, and I could tell what they're going for, and they nailed it. It Chapter 2, sure, it wasn't as good as 1, but I still enjoy what I got. This, as soon as I saw the trailer, I'm like, this is a stupid concept. They're gonna do a bunch of stupid bullshit to make this interesting. And as soon as I fucking saw the movie, I'm like, this is exactly what I expected. My expectations were exactly what I expected.
Okay,
it should.
Do this to you real quick. Just because I want to hone in on what you just said, because it's stupid, and I always hate words. I always hate words. They're just like, it's stupid, it's dumb. I'm gonna put you in a situation, and I know it's hard, but just work with me here. I am Stephen King. I wrote this. I gave it to you. I'm like, hey, adapt it to a movie. How do you do it? Put the Alan spin on it. What? Just one thing. What can one thing you could do to make this fucking thing like better or scary or whatever the fuck the case may be?
Okay, so I would remove the time travel aspect. I think the time travel aspect makes the movie overly confusing, but something the movie does do, and for some reason never ever brings it back up. This might be a slight spoiler, but oh god, I want to explain something. But okay, this is a slight spoiler, so if you actually care about the movie, go on. At one point, they say dead things do not move. They say dead things just stay there. I don't know why, but fuck it. So what I would do is instead of having a situation in which it's time travel, I'd have a situation in which things have been dying there forever, but now they are all around. Sometimes they can come back, sometimes they can't. So it's like they're stuck in like an echo of their life. So when you go in there, it's people that have died in a traumatic state because they're lost. So I would do something more of a kind of take a little bit of aspects of Pet Sematary, but mix it in with they're stuck in like a purgatory state. So as soon as you go in there, you're trapped in there. And either there's going to be some crazy people that are going to try to kill you, but then there's going to be some people trying to help you, and you don't know who's who. That's what I would do with this movie.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, I'll say I don't like that.
Hey, you don't like that, but it's like, hey, I would take the time travel aspect out and keep the dead things don't move aspect as a form of purgatory.
Okay, yeah. And like for me, I like it the way it is. I mean, it's just like, it's not the best thing ever, but I don't need to have everything be the best thing ever. I had a great year of horror. Ma, Chucky, fucking... Yikes! That's it. But hey, man, like I'm happy. Usually we don't get good horror movies anymore. I mean, fucking from 2000. I mean,
you're still right.
Yeah, well, fuck you. But yeah, I guess it's a 3 out of 5, man. Like right in the middle. If it's double toasted matinee, if it's fucking our thing, I stream it. And guess what? You can stream it because it's available for free on Netflix. Well, not for free if you're paying for Netflix, obviously, but you can watch that shit, and it's fine. I wouldn't go see it at the movie theater, but guess what? I don't fucking have to. You angry son of a bitch. So, Alan, what would you rate this, man?
I think I would rate this 1 out of 5, just because it's like, hey, as much as I was bored with it, it didn't piss me off like Mother did, where Mother was just like, you know what? It's like Mother basically pushed me out at the movie theater and started kicking my ass because I didn't understand it. Like that movie is a 0. That movie's a fuck you. Where this is just like, I almost could see, like, again, if I was in the writing, I'm like, okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, fire that actor, get this person in there. Like, you could almost rearrange some of the puzzle pieces and get something decent out of it. So I got to give it points where it's like it was almost there. Double toasted rating. This is some old bullshit. This is just a movie of just a bunch of, let's throw a bunch of ideas at a wall, and whichever shitty idea sticks to the fucking wall, we'll write it down. And things get brought up and just completely forgotten about, and a lot of things just don't match up. It's like it's a time travel movie in which the time travel doesn't really matter, or just it matters too much. It makes no goddamn sense if you think about it. So honestly, this is on Netflix, but this is a bargain bin Netflix thing. Don't even bother wasting your time. There are much better things on Netflix currently that you can watch.
Angry son of a bitch! I fucking love.
Fuck you. You just like it because it's a fucking heavy blood movie. Fuck you.
No,
this movie's PG-13. You would have hated it.
No, it's not the case. You're just an angry fucking person. By the
way,
Chris
just
Ayers, I love Mother, and I'm not even a biblical person. I'm not a religious person, but that movie is so fucking good. And actually
Mother's a piece of shit.
No, and another thing too is that they took something from something else and they made it interesting. And to the point, like I guarantee you this, Alan, if you would watch a movie and I didn't tell you that it was about the Bible, you'd be confused as fuck because they didn't shoot you in the face with all the Bible shit. They didn't like squeeze it down your throat.
I would have hated it even more because it's a movie that says "fuck you." Like the thing is, the movie, what Mother's trying to do is it's trying to be a movie in which you interpret it like crazy. So if you didn't tell me it's about the Bible, I would have been like, I wonder what that movie's about. Because Honest Jailers did a great breakdown of this. It's like it's either a story about a Bible, or it's a story about fandom, or it's a story about like trying to move on from your family. Like there are different ways to interpret it. My problem with the movie is it's so up its own ass that the director and writers, they knew what the movie they wanted to do, but they left out so many connecting pieces that it becomes this fucking weird ass mess that at the halfway point, if you don't know what's going on, go fuck yourself, because it turns into this weird, like, long ass shot of her running from room to room as it changes from different time periods to signify the evolution of the world and how awful it is. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, just straight up go whatever hole is inside of your ass, come out of it and take some breath of real fresh air.
I like how fucking right. You just call me a fucking wanker.
What to say? What are
Fuck
you,
you,
British?
you wanker, you motherfucker, you.
He's watching Peaky Blinders on Netflix.
I think I just did fucking Joe Pesci right now. What the fuck am I talking about?
Mother was horse shit. I prefer Mother 3. Man, fuck you, Cedric.
But anyways, it's time for us to get the fuck out of here. Do that whole the whole chat tech after hours.
You don't understand filmmaking. Chris, you're a cool guy. I'll fight you. I'll fight you goddamn now. That movie goes from, I wonder what color I'm going to paint my wall to, oh, Lord, they're eating my baby.
What'd you spoil that?
Oh, fuck you.
My spoiler!
Jet Jackson.
I don't give a
shit. How can they
shit.
find you, Jet? Tell these people.
Help! I'm trapped.
Okay.
Someone come save me.
We have the worst time advertising your Facebook. You know that, right?
Why do we advertise our Facebook?
So people can talk to her.
Why?
I can't advertise when someone needs to come save me. I walked away.
Oh man, my sneezing is fucking ridiculous. But anyways, what can they find if they go to your Facebook?
You're calling for help and shit, and you guys aren't gonna come save me. I see how it is.
We're ignoring the shit.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I can easily say that.
Yep. You can find Jet Jackson at Facebook / the famous Jet Jackson, who is not very famous. I didn't know that.
I'm not famous anymore. I'm the reboot.
Well, I didn't know that there was a Jet Jackson before I met you. I was like, oh, it's cool. It's a weird name for a girl, Jet Jackson, whatever. And you're just like, no, it's like
they completely redid my character.
So terrible.
That's fine. You're still doing fine as Mary Jane in the MCU.
You can also find Selfie Keen himself, Alan Chekazine. There he is right there. I guess you, Ganja and Ruthless, are in Borderlands 4. So that's a pretty cool picture.
That's a Fear and Loathing, but apparently that's actually a Photoshop from Sky. We took the photo, but the actual car and the way the color looks like that's a Photoshop job, which is incredible. But apparently one of the things we want to do in Las Vegas is actually get like in the car and actually get a better photo. So
yeah,
I'm not shaving the beard.
But yeah, you can also find Mr. Ganja Guru over here on the just on Facebook. I don't know what the fuck I was going for.
That is the wrong place. But you also can find me there. That's my personal Facebook. But if you really want to find me and all the content I produce, you can check me out on the Metropolis. We got the Illuminati podcast, ARPG Gaming, VCR. They got their video cut down recently, RIP, but check out the new fucking YouTube channel. We're going to be posting a shitload of that, so make sure to please migrate that way. So, Illuminati, Subversive History with Ganja. Check those shits out. We upload them randomly. Sometimes we got some good shit. Most of it is on the Patreon. So if you really want to support us, $1 on the Patreon, and you get all kinds of exclusive stuff. Oh, yeah. Our opinions on things we can't go too deep on the regular show for. Go check it out. Alan, what is your shit?
Yes, if you go to oneofus.net, and at this point, stay on the fucking homepage. Look for the logo that says Screener Squad, because that's specifically the stuff that I, for the most part, work on. We did a lot of stuff, like the Battle of, I'm not even gonna bother pronounce that.
Lucky Day, by the way, you guys gotta listen to that shit.
Yo, Lucky Day, honestly, man, I don't know when we can do it. We're watching that in the after hours. That is the weirdest movie I have seen this year. Bar none, oh my god, dude. That review is fun because the movie is so fucking weird. But yeah, we're doing a lot of crazy stuff. We did 4 reviews this week alone, so it's there's gonna be a lot of content up. And an update, we did do a Breaking Bad, the El Camino review that was recorded today. It'll most likely be up in the next day or so. It is we did go into spoilers in the back half of the movie specifically, but walking into it, understand that we are going to be spoiling Breaking Bad, the series. So if you have not watched Breaking Bad, the series, the review is fair game for any spoilers, so be warned about that. We do warn it in the review, but this is a second warning.
Yeah, and then another thing, too, you guys can also check out Roxanne, and you can see this weird fucking picture. What the fuck is that,
I think that's from SpongeBob, isn't it?
It's from SpongeBob.
Oh, that's scary as shit.
That's horrifying.
I can fight that.
It literally looks like a toe that has an angry face.
Well, it was a floating shopping list, but then Dad flipped it over.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ganja, do you think Ruthless would let me have a Patreon episode about fighting ghosts?
Yes.
Why? We had a talk about this, Alan.
I ignored you.
But I want you to.
I'm trying to make you not look stupid as fuck.
I'll be fine.
Damn it. Anyways, guys.
Think about... Aw, Ruthless said no. Why not?
Because he's a grown-ass man, that's why. People
with a job in the house.
It's time for us
3,
to punch these
2,
ghosts in the face.
1.
Attack the fucking ghost.
Attack the fucking
Look,
ghost!
I've been saying this for months about fighting ghosts, and not a single ghost has come to try to kick my ass. So who's the best person now?
Oh, is that ghost named Christian?
I mean, he did go ghost.
Yeah, he ghosted you, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
Oh, a little fire burn. It's a shitty website. There's only one channel.
No. You can't do that.
Check that out.
Goldfish?
Fuck Italy.
What about goldfish?
I don't know.
I'm eating goldfish.
Goldfish are delicious.
Nick's favorite. Nick's only food.
Penis.
Good night, everybody. See you on the after.